about politics. Then we can talk about God.
But then, if I was to accept, like, say at one point I have to believe what you said, yeah?
Did you used to believe it?
Let's say I did, yeah?
No, let's say, did you?
It's not go personally, yeah, but let's say at one point I did believe what you said. When God was there in the universe, like, it's kind of, you know, it doesn't, to me, I can't really accept that. It seems a bit of a kind of, it's trying to explain something, but then it's got more questions to answer itself. It's like, now you try to answer one question, how the universe came from, now you've got a million other questions, like, why did he create the universe, what was he doing, who was he with, was he talking to someone, what was he feeling, what emotion, like, what thought went through his mind that he thought he was creating the universe.
No, I understand, but what I'm trying to say...
now you're almost talking about God as a human, you're saying that he was there, and he created someone.
No. Imran, if somebody made a Ferrari, yeah? It's irrelevant for me to go and say, why did you make a Ferrari? He's going to say, bro, it's irrelevant. Did I make the Ferrari? Yes, I did. You asking me that is an extra question that can be answered or can be not answered. What the point is, was the Ferrari made? Yes? Is the Ferrari, if I say to you, Ferrari is made, and I prove to you that it's made, yeah? After that, you asking, okay, Ali, thank you for proving that the Ferrari was made, but why did he make it? And I'm like, Imran, I don't know. But it really doesn't matter because Ferrari is made, and that's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I don't need to believe in God.
Nah. Where's your evidence? No, 1 second. Where's your evidence? That's not right. That's like you saying to me, the Ferrari just popped into existence. I don't need to ask you to
you said to me. It doesn't matter why the guy made it. I'm saying it doesn't matter why it was made.
No.
It was made. No.
The fact is that there's evidence that proves that it's created. You're asking, why did he create it? Irrelevant. What we both agree on, it was created, yeah? The Ferrari was created.
It's not irrelevant. It does not say that in the Quran that you should seek.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Brother, it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
Brother, it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
Okay, go. Why don't you go to Apple and ask why they made Apple? Why is it different?
You've got a theory, isn't it? Yeah?
Why is it different?
Your theory.
For the universe, it's not different. For Apple, nah, we trust them. We know why they did it. Go to Apple and ask them why they made Apple. Why did they make it?
I'd ask you.
Don't ask me, go ask Apple. Ask Apple, say, why did you make this iPad? They're going to say to you, it's irrelevant, mate. You get what I'm trying to say? It's irrelevant. How you doing, sir? I've been looking for you. You ran away.
You've been chasing me?
Yeah, not chasing you. No, not really. Yeah, we've been asking you a question. Can you show us where in Islam is teaching Islam about terrorism?
Why have you been chasing me?
You was running away. Now you're on camera. Can you put this on camera, please?
He's been chasing me.
Can you show me where Islam teaches terrorism?
No, he's going to chase me now again.
No.
You're going to chase me again?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
thanks. I just wanted to know why you're chasing me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Yeah, you see people like that. This is the guy. You know him. He goes up the ladder. Islam is terrorism. When I catch him there, not catch him like, brother, where does Islam teach terrorism? He's got his ice cream, licking his ice cream. I don't want to talk. Look how he runs off like a coward. So that's what it is, Akiyah. Allah says in the Quran. What do you think about KKK?
Listen, I asked you a question.
And I'm asking you another question.
I said Muslim. Supposed to be.
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not Christian.
What's your belief?
I don't believe it.
Are you an atheist? No, I'm just asking.
No, I'm not atheist.
You're nothing.
Listen, you don't want to ask. You are the speaker, yeah? I'm asking you a question. What do you think about...
I get in big trouble, man. I don't understand.
Imran.
No, are you sure really sincerely want to know the evidence?
I think ISIS and Boko Haram. I say what the teachings that they get, is it from Islam? So I look at Islam. In Islam, does it teach the killing of innocent people? No, it doesn't. So I look back at ISIS. And ISIS kills not only non-Muslims, but Muslims. So I look and say, you guys are an extreme view. What view are you? You're the one that Prophet Muhammad Peace be upon him.
When you already tell me.
I wanted to the searching group who killed Ali, one of the greatest companions.
I have great evidence. Believe me, for sure. If you're really sincerely looking for evidence, not denying.
Yeah, but this thing is run on now.
Yeah, are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Because you're on camera. I'm trying to be understand.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Okay, if you're a Muslim, brother, you should know, if you know our religion, know where it teaches the kingdom of innocent people. No, I challenge you. You know this guy who just came here, I challenged him. I said, show me one place in the Quran or the Hadith that teaches the kingdom of innocent people. Simple. This is a simple question that we ask. Show me anywhere in Islam that it tells us to go and kill innocent people. Please. Anybody, anywhere.
The thing is, you know what it is, yeah?
I said, I want a single evidence from the Quran, the Hadith, anywhere that teaches us Muslims to go out there and kill innocent people. Yes, what ISIS does, what Boko Haram does, we want to know where does our teaching in Islam, where does it teach us to go and do that? That's all I want to know. Bring me your evidence. This guy, he's coming here and he runs off. He probably went to go get another ice cream.
Well, their excuse is that they're fighting jihad. They have ISIS and Boko Haram.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
No, but I know they do, but just the same way as they do killing, which is wrong. What about America? They went to Iraq and killed 1 million people. Just because one does it with a knife and a machine gun and one does it with a bloody bomb, killing is killing innocent people. 1 million people dead. Why don't we talk about 1 million Iraqis dead? Wallahi, this is what my brain stops. ISIS comes here. Some guy these days, what does ISIS do? Somebody runs somebody over. ISIS. We did it. Anybody, somebody gets an apple falls on his head. We did it. ISIS did it. So what we're seeing is Iraq, Bush and Tony Blair. They said we had a vision of Jesus, crusades. They go and kill 1 million Iraqis, 500,000 Afghanis, children, men, women, children dead. Not a single person comes to me here and says, oh, you know what they did? Nobody. When ISIS, what I'm trying to say is hypocrisy. How? Killing is killing, my friend. There is no, hey, you can kill this innocent person, but not this innocent person. All we're just saying is, look, innocent lives are being killed. Whoever does it, we condemn it. But if you're coming and saying my religion teaches the killing of innocent people, I want evidence. Bring me passages, bring me Quran, bring me Hadith that prove it, then I'll shut my mouth. But nowhere. And there's treaties. The Muslims, when they conquered certain lands, they gave rights to the Christians, they gave rights to the Jews. Yeah? The Prophet Muhammad said anybody that harms a dhimmi, yeah, somebody that's under the protection of Islam, yeah, they will not smell the fragrance of Jannah. This is Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, look, I'll show you the treaties here, yeah? Many treaties where they would say, look, let me show you something, yeah? There is many treaties where it shows that the rights that they had, Christians, the rights the Christians had, yeah? He gave them rights. He said you cannot touch their monasteries, their churches, they have a right to worship, everything. Islam gave them rights. You need to research. Why did this happen? Because we're not educated. Look at Spain.
Why do you think that there's more terrorists than Muslims and not other religions?
Really? Because you watch too much BBC. Yeah, that's the reason why. No, I'm sorry, that's the reason why. You open BBC, Islam. No wonder, I don't blame you.
So the guy
and
that,
you know what's sad?
in Westminster, that guy wasn't a Muslim, yeah?
Really?
Was
One second.
Hindu, or was he?
Bush, when he
I'm
bombed.
talking about
Okay.
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
about
want to talk
specific
about
questions.
Bush. Muslim brothers cheat. I want to talk about non-Muslims. Do you condemn Bush killing 1 million people?
Yeah, obviously.
Why do you not ask me about that? Why asking me about
He
Westminster?
didn't say it said it in the Bible.
Sorry?
The Bible didn't.
Really?
He didn't quote the Bible, did he?
Really?
Say, I'm going to
First
do it.
Samuel chapter 15 verse
Listen,
23. One second.
where did Bush say we're going to
Okay.
invade Iraq?
He said I had
for
a vision of
Christianity?
Jesus. Where is
No,
Jesus
no,
mentioned in the Bible?
Everyone here.
Brother, one
No,
second.
wait, no, wait,
Yes,
listen.
he did.
Ali,
Yes, he did. Yes, okay, yes, he did. It's not fantasy. Okay, look.
Ali.
This is how protective they get. 1 second. Let's go to the
Even
Bible.
if he had a vision of Jesus, even
Yeah.
if he had a vision of the Prophet Muhammad,
Yes.
I wouldn't say that he did it in the name of Islam or Christianity.
Okay.
But if he went into the Bible and he cited certain verses and said, this gives me my justification for doing this,
okay, what about
then I'd be
Andrews?
like, that's Christian terrorism. But he went into Iraq for some next other reason.
No.
I don't, he
No,
might have
one
done it for
second,
oil, money, his own
One
money.
second. I know that's irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is, if he's saying I had a vision of Jesus, yeah, okay, what does that mean? If you had a vision of Jesus and if Jesus says preach love, why are you bombing 1 million people? Yeah?
Okay, but
They have a right, Christians have a moral right of killing innocent people. Why? Because when I go and speak to these Christians, when I open, let me show you, when I open 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 23, look what it says. Yeah, let's read it for ourselves.
Which one, sorry?
Now, 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 2 to 3. Yeah?
I just want to say, I understand that the Bible has like barbaric things in
Of
it.
course it does. It has the killing of
Yeah,
innocent people.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, a Christian doing a bad thing isn't terrorism justified with Christianity.
Why?
It just means a Christian did it.
Why? Okay,
Right.
what about Muslims?
You know
Let me
ISIS.
say what he's saying, yeah.
Okay, why are ISIS doing what they're doing? Why are they doing it?
How do you know it's not a political game?
Listen, why
That's
do you
the-
think
that's the
No,
point.
but
Brother, hold on,
they
that's the
want
point,
to
that's the
establish an Islamic state.
Brother,
Islamic.
Brother, that's what they claim.
Okay,
If I come and claim,
Let me tell you.
I'm going to do this, my claim means nothing if my objectives are different. Yeah? If my objectives are different, if I say I'm selling apples, but they're poisoned, have
Okay.
one. Yeah? Oh, look, you're selling apples, but they're poisoned.
Okay,
The
so
apple-
how's their claim different?
No,
what you're saying?
I'm just Breivik. Is he not the one who went to the island, blew up a flipping big bus or a big truck and shot these these people.
Okay, why do you do it?
He quoted the scriptures.
okay, what- well-
And also in Africa, Knights Templars, not Knights Templars, the Lord's Resistance Army. Yeah, who did they quote? The Ten
Yeah,
Commandments.
exactly. So here he's citing like some next Christian. He's
Not
giving
next Christian,
he's
the
giving
Bible.
Christian his justifications
Yes.
are to do with the Bible,
Yes.
right? So what I'm saying is
Why do you not
the
talk
way
about that?
you're saying ISIS are. I'm saying ISIS justified with Islam, and you're
How?
saying
How?
and-
How?
Okay, you see here.
Okay,
here-
ISIS is political, yeah, we
One
know
second,
that.
how?
Okay, let me explain. Okay, so you're saying I'm saying ISIS justified with Islam, and you're saying no, that's what I think. That's actually not the case.
No,
So
no,
I
no,
could
no,
say
I
the
think-
same for Andrew Breivik or whatever his name is, the one in
that's,
Norway.
yeah, but that's
right?
my point. You understand my point? The reason I'm mentioning this is to a point. Meaning, when a Muslim does it, Islam. When a Christian does it, mentally ill. When an atheist
It's
does
Islam
it,
though,
an idiot.
because if they shout Allahu Akbar
Yeah.
when they do it, is that not Islam?
Excuse me, brother. What's your name?
Hamza.
I'm gonna go and kill a couple of people and go in the name of Hamza.
Yeah. Okay,
Are
but
you to blame? Are
is
you to
there a
blame?
book? Did I write a book?
You don't need to write a book. Your name is enough for me. If I go and say in the name of Hamza and I kill,
That's one case.
brother, I'll do a couple.
One case.
I'll do a couple killings.
Couple.
In the name of Hamza.
Couple.
If they come to you and say, sir, do you condemn this?
I'll say.
Imagine I'm a news reporter. Hey, sir, do you condemn this behavior?
But did I say anything that could
It
have
does-
been
it-
like
It doesn't
twisted to mean what
I'm sorry.
you're saying?
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Did he shout in the name of Hamza?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Do you condemn that, sir?
Yes, I did.
Okay. See, there you go. What I'm trying to say.
Did I write a Quran?
No.
Did I say kill this person? One Muslim said this means kill this person, and another Muslim
Now
said
bring
kill
me your
that.
evidence where it says kill innocent people.
Okay, well the thing is, it's like no matter what verse you quote from the
brother,
Quran.
please. Use my iPad.
Listen.
Find me a verse.
Can you listen? No matter what verse you quote from the Quran, yeah, the truth is there's 50 different Muslims that will have their own interpretation.
Brother.
That's the truth. There's Shia, there's Sunni, there's Ahmadi, I don't even know. And within those, there's like 50 different schools of thought,
Brother,
right?
those interpretations-
No one can agree with each other.
Yeah, but brother, those
The
interpretations.
Sunnis and the Shias are killing each other over their own interpretation.
Brother.
They're saying to each other, you're a kuffar, you're infidel, and you don't believe in Islam. They do believe in God,
Okay.
they do believe in the Prophet, but because they believe this person should have been the caliph or whatever, they're killing each
But
other.
what's that got to do with
Like,
this?
what-
No, but brother.
Why is God allowing this?
Brother, firstly, okay, that's an emotional statement. Firstly, what's your name, Hamza? Yeah?
Hamza.
Are you a Muslim?
Well, I mean, I used to be.
You used to be a Muslim. Okay, good. Now let's talk about that. Why did you leave Islam?
I left Islam because I realized, look, the thing is, yeah, when I was a Muslim all my life,
Yes.
okay, I wasn't really that practicing, okay?
Yes.
Some of my family were.
Yeah.
I'll admit, I wasn't, like, I was always skeptical my whole life.
Yeah.
Okay, I always thought about these things.
Yeah.
But I never fully, even now, I don't fully say, I hate Islam, this kind of thing, or
Yeah, no problem.
I fully left.
Yeah.
But, since, I'm not gonna lie, since I started watching debates and I started trying to do research,
Yeah.
like, to me, it just doesn't make sense.
So it's quite recent, yeah?
Okay, one second.
But I've been skeptical all my life, but I've
Okay.
never actually gone out and tried to look at certain things.
Okay. You know, I'm actually doing a video that's going to be released tomorrow about, we do a reaction video to ex-Muslims, yeah? And I watched 3 interviews. And in those interviews, I did not come across anything that has a basis. It was all emotional. There was one sister who said, my family forced me into forced marriage. I had a boyfriend. I left Islam when I was 12, yeah? Forced marriage is haram in Islam.
Just saying these are 3 cases, right?
3 cases.
There's probably millions of Muslims out there, including probably
millions.
someone here.
Not
that-
millions.
Yeah, there's one in front of you right now.
not
There's probably
Not
yeah,
millions.
exactly. There's so many ex-Muslims that can't go out. You accept that, right? Can I say something? You accept that there's probably a lot of there's at least one Muslim in like Saudi Arabia where if they say, can I just ask, do you agree with apostasy, or do you accept that there's
Right, group apostasy.
the execution or death penalty?
Okay, before we discuss that, I need to know what you mean by apostasy. Because
What I mean is leaving Islam.
Okay, but how? For example,
I mean,
one
like,
second.
not in your head. Like maybe you went to your family and you said,
It doesn't matter.
I don't believe in.
No, one second. No, it does matter. It very matters a lot because in an Islamic country, the state and the religion, yes, is one. Not like this country, state and religion is separate, yeah? So, if you want to leave Islam, what I say is, brother, there you go, brother. For example, if you want to, for example,
We're in the UK.
1 second. It's okay, I'll pray. Thank you.
We're in the UK.
No, we're in the UK. In this country, if you leave Islam, nobody can say nothing to you. Nothing, because we are
I mean,
living
they might try to. They might
No,
try to
no.
kill me.
No, brother.
Some crazy Muslim might just come here
brother.
and blow himself up, right?
Brother, that's an arrogant statement,
No, it's not
an
arrogant.
ignorant statement, that's an emotional statement, yeah? I want to
No,
know.
I'm saying
Hamza,
that
Hamza.
these things can happen.
Hamza, hear me out. If I answer your questions and your misconceptions of why you left Islam, are you ready to accept Islam back? If I answer
Well,
them,
of course.
okay, thank you for your honesty.
But the same goes for you.
Same goes to me. You prove to me that Islam is not the way, God doesn't exist, I will leave it. Yeah?
Well, I mean,
and
well, the truth is, either way, it's kind of hard to prove. we wouldn't be here for like hundreds, 1,000 years.
No, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
That's not irrelevant.
Of course, it's irrelevant.
What I'm saying it's very difficult to come to a conclusion.
No. I can tell you, if you're honest, if you're looking for the truth, if you put your emotions to a side, yeah, same with me, we put our emotions to a side and we look at why you actually did leave. Then, okay, we need to tackle those reasons. Yeah. Okay. So, what was the main reasons why you left?
I'll tell you, there's so many different ways you can attack religion. First, I'll
That's
say
there's so many.
there's so many.
Every way.
Okay.
There's like about 50 ways. There's like.
Aki, bring all the 50 ways. No problem. Just
But
tell
you
us.
have to admit, when you're in this situation, it's hard for some people to remember. Right?
Okay. No problem. Take your time. If you forget.
What I'll say is, okay, first I'll say, there's first we have to establish God exists. You admit that.
Good.
First, we have to know whether or not God exists.
Good.
God's intentions. Like
Why?
personally,
Why
I
do
don't.
you know God's intentions? Why do you need to go God's intentions?
You say yourself that it was His will.
No, it was His will, but why do you need to
Doesn't the will imply intention?
No. If He has a will, I don't need to go and say I want to know exactly.
No,
why
I'm not
He
saying
has
we
that
need to
will.
know.
Okay.
But I'm saying that's a question that
Okay.
certain people can raise.
God exists. His will.
Okay,
Okay.
let's just say the problem of God.
Problem of God.
Yeah, like as in like we need to prove He exists.
Yeah, that's number one.
Then,
God exists.
but
His
first,
will.
even if we do prove He exists,
Yeah.
then we have to look at all the thousands of religion that believe in God or gods,
Good.
and then look at which one's right. Right? You admit that there's thousands.
You're right.
So many religions have died out.
Thank you. I like this. You're speaking sense. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Anything
Then
else?
personally, I'll say, I know you might say this is an emotional argument, but one of the main things I'll say is
No,
that,
whatever it is, just tell me. Just tell me.
what I'll tell you is that, like, to me, it seems like Islam might preach a certain thing, or this is the message of God.
But Muslims do otherwise.
So, like, a lot of Muslims.
Do otherwise.
And
Good.
even within themselves, like, who's a Muslim here? Like, you're a Muslim, or you think you're Muslim,
A lot.
but I can guarantee that there's at least one thing you guys disagree on, or you have like,
Yes.
you would probably argue about, and
Yes,
you're both
yes,
Muslim.
yes,
You're still arguing.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
That what to me that just seems like, how can this is the truth.
Yeah.
This is what the Almighty Creator, all powerful, all knowing, everything, all of the things, all the traits of God apply to him. And yet he can't. It's like he can't even flip and tell the people how to do it properly. And also why do we need to worship God as well?
Why do we need to worship God? Okay. All right.
There's many more, but it's like
No
hard for me to
problem. No
know.
problem. Let's go through one by
Also,
one.
like,
Okay. Firstly, does God exist? God's will. If Muslims don't follow Islam, yeah.
I'll say Muslims don't follow Islam.
Okay, let's go through another one by. Does God exist? Yeah. Okay, let's go through that. That's point one. Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay. No. If you know what I'm going to say, let me say it. Yeah, okay. Okay, Hamza, listen. Firstly, I'm not here to win an argument. I'm not here for ego. And if we make valid points, I'll accept it. So, if I make valid points, yeah, if you want to discuss in private, I'm happy to go private. Meaning, if the ego is going to get in the way, I don't want to carry on. Why? Because if we're looking for the truth, wherever it comes from, we take it, yeah? Okay, so do you want to go private or are you still happy here? No, I'm asking you personally. If you want to go private, because the reason why
it's
I'm
better
saying
if we do it here so everyone else can.
okay, good. As long as you accept that, I'm fine, yeah? Because I don't want sometimes I speak to somebody and just for the argument's sake, they reject it, yeah? And I'm like, we're human beings. People are watching, they might see that. Okay, does God exist? Yeah? Let's establish if God exists, yeah? Okay.
Can I just say something quickly about what you said to me? You know when you said that about, he wanted to talk about Islam, right? Or he wanted to go further on to religion.
No, he wanted to talk about...
Yeah, he wanted to talk about things, and he wanted to say, even though he didn't accept the premise of God, basically,
Yeah.
he said, let's assume it.
on
And
what
you were
basis?
like, no, let's not. We're not going to move on until we accept God.
Yes.
How does that make sense?
That makes very sense. Is your jacket black? Yeah, so if I prove this, if you prove to me it's black, and I say, for argument's sake, I'll believe it's black. Are you not going to say to me, Ali?
But it'll be like, if I say that black jackets make people more violent.
No, I never said that.
But I'm saying,
We're not talking about violence.
I'm saying hypothetically. Let's say this was my claim, or I said if you're wearing a black jacket, then you're going to be more violent.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant to our point.
Okay, let me explain. You know how the main cosmological argument, right, is like everything begins to exist, the universe begins to exist, and the death of God. Those two premises that we've stated, they're assumptions we've made.
Nope.
Yep, they are. Nope. And where you're saying we can't move on until we accept God, we can't assume
No,
it.
I never said that.
Logical, deductive arguments, they work on that logic.
I never said that.
No, I'm saying this is how the world works. This is how logic works.
Hamza.
The way logic works is, if I make a deductive statement and I say these are my two premises, right? I say everything began to exist, and I say the universe began to exist, and I say from those two premises, I can logically deduce that therefore God, there must have been created. I say universe created, but we haven't established the two premises are true. We're just saying we're just saying this is a valid argument.
Why haven't you?
No, because no.
Well, let's do that. Let's do that.
It's the nature of deduction.
Okay, but we're using that evidence. Yeah. Okay.
Can we not move on? I just want you to understand. Like, I'm not claiming to be a philosopher or
You don't need to be a
have a
philosopher.
PhD in
You don't need
whatever.
a PhD.
I'm just saying
I'm
this
just
is
believing you need just your brain, your logic, understanding.
What I'm saying is
that's all you need.
What I'm saying is this is the main principle of deduction, right? You have your premises, and then you make a conclusion from those premises, right? But whether or not those premises are true is not relevant to the conclusion, right? So I could say
no, it does, because if they're not true, then the conclusion's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is those premises, if they are true, then we can logically conclude.
Okay, is there cause and effect?
Listen, but you want to move on.
No, but I'm going to the
this
main
guy,
argument.
this gentleman here, he said, let's just assume God, and now let's go to whatever next point you want to say. And you were saying, no, let's not move on. I don't want to move on until you accept God.
Okay.
But we're saying God is a premises, right? We're saying it's a premise. We're saying God is a premise. Now let's attack something else.
I think you missed the point. If I say to you, prove to me your jacket is black, how would you prove to me it's black?
I say my senses have allowed me to see that it's black.
Okay. So if I say to you, I don't agree with you, but argument's sake, I'm going to believe it's black.
Yeah, I'd accept it.
Why would you accept that?
Because he wants to make an argument, right? And you can just carry on from there.
No. How will you
Because
make
he
it
doesn't want to make you believe that it's black.
No.
He wants to show you the full argument.
No.
Yeah.
So he's gonna carry on.
Listen. Okay, Ali. Okay, let's just say. Okay, what's your thing with my?
No. The point
let's
here
just
is
say
this.
my jacket is black.
Yes.
And then let's say that. Okay, let's just say our first statement is my black jackets make you more violent.
You're using the wrong argument.
No.
You're missing the point with him.
The point is, I'm just giving you. Okay.
I'm making it very simple.
Can you just listen to me?
Well, I've been listening to you for the past 5
No,
minutes.
you just interrupted me saying no, it doesn't make
No,
sense.
I didn't.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, but you've been repeating
Let's-
it, and I'm trying to make my
No,
point
but
here.
the point with logical deduction is that your arguments don't always have to be sound. Like, I mean, the statements don't always have to be true for you to make that. You can just say, I could say, like the same way loads of people make the cosmological argument that the universe began to exist.
I'm not gonna ask the question. Do you think it's important for humans to like have a?
We're jumping. I want to stick
So
here.
it's not going anywhere.
We're
It's
jumping.
not going
Brother,
nowhere.
I don't know how you're disputing this, because
No,
this
brother,
is one of the fundamentals of deduction.
No,
Like,
brother, no,
I don't know how you
I'm not disputing it, yeah? Okay, if Tom is a man and men die, what does that prove by deduction?
that Tom's gonna die.
Men are going to die.
So that's the famous Socrates mortal thing,
Okay.
right? But what if humans aren't mortal?
If they're not mortal,
What if they're not mortal?
where's
No,
your
what if
evidence?
Tom is not a man? What if
One
Tom's a
second.
cat?
No,
That's
no,
what
you know,
you're saying. Your premise is
basically,
if
Where
Tom
did
is
you
a man,
get
yeah?
that from?
We got it from induction.
No, where did you get that they're not mortal?
No, I didn't say it's true. I'm saying I could make a statement right now, and I could say all men are immortal, and I could say Socrates was a man.
That's a fallacy.
No, it's not a fallacy. You don't even
One
understand
second.
what fallacy is.
1 second. I have a blue dragon and it flies. Let's work on that premise. Is my premise? Is there?
Where's the conclusion from this?
No. Blue dragons fly.
Yeah, okay.
Does blue dragons exist?
Yeah, see, that's where you attack the deductive argument
I'm not.
afterwards.
No, I'm not. If my argument
No,
here, if my premise is flawed, how can I use a flawed premise to say, hey,
Exactly. But you can say, for argument's sake, let's assume the premise, then we go to the conclusion. Assuming the premises are true, is the conclusion logical?
Okay, we can do
It might
that.
be.
You know what, just make your argument
we
to him.
can
Just
do
make your-
that.
make your argument
However,
to him.
listen,
Yeah, exactly, we
no,
can
no,
do
no.
that. So you're not disputing that?
No, I'm not disputing that. Okay, there's a misunderstanding. I'm not disputing that. We can do that. But if you say to me, the jacket is black, and I say, I don't believe you, let's carry on, you have a choice to say, you know what, okay, for argument's sake, let's carry on. Or you're going to say, hold on a second, why? Why do you
No,
make
no,
it so black?
no. Okay, let me explain. Because like,
think-
I'm guessing you wanted to move on and you wanted to attack Islam, right?
Yeah, but he said it's okay.
Can we just go back to it? Let's just
No, no,
forget
I just
that.
want to
Forget this logic.
No,
yeah, let's
because-
just
Forget that.
carry on.
Okay.
It's the main thing.
No, so
Like-
maybe I'm using that.
No,
Everything
because
that begins
if
to
you go to
exist.
other people and say this, then that's not right.
No, brother, no. What I'm saying is I can choose to say, let's move on for argument's sake.
Okay, you can choose.
Or I can choose
but to say I reject it and saying you can't do
No.
that is wrong.
The reason why I would say that is because if, once again, if you say to me my jacket's black and I say no, it's green.
What's this jacket
What's,
black?
I'm trying to make you
You're not
understand.
giving a deductive argument.
No. I'm trying to make you understand, brother. You had a problem with me telling him you can't move on if you're not accepting it. Why? If you say to me your jacket's black and I say it's white, you can either choose to move on for the argument's sake, or you say, okay, let's try this again. Because you're telling me it's white.
Basically, what's happening is that.
And 1 second, can I finish? Then how are we gonna? If I say no, it's white, you carry on. I'm gonna say you're gonna make a conclusion. I'm gonna say yeah, but I never agreed that it's black in the first place. Boom.
Yeah,
So
you
when
don't
I'm
have to agree with the final conclusion.
Exactly, but it is flawed. Let's go.
Can
We'll
I
go
just-
to the universe because it's getting
I just want to say one more thing. Let's say, first we have God,
Yeah.
then we have the many religions
Yeah.
that come from the belief in God or gods, right?
Okay.
So for me to discuss a religion, like have you ever discussed something with an atheist?
Yes, a lot.
Have you discussed laws in Islam? Like have you ever
Yes,
discussed?
yes, a lot.
But why did you do that if they didn't accept God? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We,
But sometimes.
let's just forget God for now. Let's attack
No, no, no,
religion.
no, no,
That's what you
no,
want to
no,
say.
no, no.
Or you want to attack other things?
Can we go to God? We want to prove God exists. We say everything that begins to exist is a cause. Yes? The universe began to exist.
Okay, these are deductive arguments.
Yes.
I mean inductive arguments.
Yes. Yes? Okay.
The premises that you've put forward, you've made them from
It's deduction.
from induction. No.
How's that?
No. The premises aren't deductive. Okay, so you see with deduction, the cosmological argument of God creating the earth or God creating the universe, that's deductive. Because what we're saying here is, first we're saying, like when we see stuff, like you say, cause and effect. You push someone, or you touch someone like this and push them, they're gonna move back. Cause and effect, right? That's induction. Because from our observations, we've seen it many times. Cause and effect. So our first premise is that everything has a cause and effect. It's like if I live in China and I see loads of Chinese people, right? I've only seen Chinese people my whole life.
Yeah.
It's valid to, like, it's not irrational to say only Chinese people exist, right? Because you've only seen them.
It's induction.
But is it a fact?
No, it's not a fact.
Is it undisputable?
No, it's not. It's like seeing a white swan all the time, and you come and make a conclusion
Exactly.
that all swans are white.
Exactly.
No, because what if a black swan comes?
Exactly.
So it's a
But
flaw.
until that point, a black swan
No,
hasn't come.
no, but still, you can't come and say all swans are white.
What, so are you
Yeah?
disputing like science now? This
Yes,
is a
of course,
scientific-
of course.
How
Oh.
can you just?
Excuse me, one second.
We figured out so much.
Excuse me, one
from
second.
this- from
One
this-
second. Are you putting your trust in science?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But you know what science
One
is?
second,
though?
one
No,
second,
hold on,
one
no,
second,
no,
one
science
second.
is nothing.
One
yeah?
second.
Hold on,
One
people
second.
say
I'm
science
speaking
is
to
like a
somebody.
word.
Can I speak
It's
to
not.
somebody, please?
There's
One
no
second.
science.
One
right?
second. The science change?
I mean, wait. Can
The
I
science change?
The science change. What do you mean by that?
Hamza, the science change. Can they come tomorrow and say
I'm
everything that
saying,
we...
can you be a bit more like?
Hamza, can scientists come and say, you know what, we got everything wrong? Gravity doesn't exist.
Well, that's not really how science.
Can they say that? No,
That's
I
not
know.
how science-
Science works with the senses. Yes, okay, like we
No,
use
not
our
even
senses.
that. No,
Yes,
not even
your
that.
eyes. Look,
No, okay,
you
no,
come to
forget that,
conclusions.
forget that.
Yeah?
What I'm saying is, a scientist could put forward. Einstein put forward his theory of general relativity.
What happened?
We don't
What
know.
happened when he did that?
I don't know what happened. So.
It changed everything around. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So it all
But
shifted.
did the like
One
Newtonian
second.
physics?
Brother.
Okay, can I just explain? Can I just say?
But the thing is, we're going all around. Like, I'm just trying to make something so simple.
Because the thing is,
you're
with
putting your
science,
chance.
science never claimed to have the. They just said this is the likeliest explanation of this.
Then why are you putting your trust in something that says there's a likeliest explanation and can change
I put
tomorrow?
my trust in it because it doesn't make irrational claims.
Really? Such as what?
It uses evidence.
Such as what? The biggest irrational claim is that 0 equals 1. That is the most irrational claim. People come to us and say, you religious people.
Show me a
believe-"
paper where they said 0 equals 1, and I'll
Yeah?
return to Islam.
No
right now.
problem, no problem. Yeah? Say what
paper
lie?
where
One second,
they-
one second.
a sci-
One second, you're on
academic
camera, you're on camera.
paper.
Yeah?
Go on, I'm on camera.
Okay, they say the universe came from nothing.
How was that 0
Who
equals
says that?
1?
First
One
of all,
second,
mathematics here.
one
First of
second,
all-
one second,
Yeah,
one second,
exactly.
one second,
Exactly.
one second. He said, I will come back to Islam if you prove to me that the scientist says 0
Yeah,
equals
I
1.
said 0 equals 1. We're
One
talking
second,
in mathematics.
Brother, mathematics I'm bringing into the real world. Now, what's 0? What can we think? Can we say 0 is nothing?
Go on, okay.
No, go on,
Let's
go
with
on. Hamza, be real with me.
I'm not.
Can we
I
say
don't
0
have
is
a
nothing?
PhD in mathematics.
You don't
do I?
need to, brother. Wallahi, go to a little child.
You don't have to. That's the point.
Hamza.
But if I say something,
Hamza, hear me out.
You can't be held against me for the rest of my life.
Hamza, hear me out. Yeah?
I'm hearing you.
I'm not trying to win an argument. I'm just wanting to
Yeah, I
understand.
know.
0. What can we? If I say 0, what comes to your mind? It's nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. They are telling us nothing. The universe came from nothing. Scientists.
No,
they're not.
it's
That's not true.
See, when you say
One
that,
second.
Exactly.
One second.
No.
Okay.
Not true.
1 second.
Show me-
1 second.
okay.
1 second. What is the science? Okay. How does the scientist say the universe came into existence?
Wait, can I just say something? You know some scientists believe in God, right?
No,
you know scientists
I
believe in
know,
God.
I
Exactly.
know. I'm on
so
about.
it's not a scientific
I'm not-
thing that the universe came from
no,
nothing. Because some of the scientists themselves believe
But
in
the
God.
science industry, yes, the
science
science
industry.
yes, the ones who do science, yeah, scientists, yeah, okay. They, if anybody comes and says rejects evolution, they're in trouble. If anybody comes and brings God into the picture, they're in trouble. So I'm saying, why do scientists have an agenda? 1 second.
Oh, it's not
Scientists don't have an agenda.
1 second.
That's the opposite.
Okay, 1
There-
second.
a lot of scientists themselves say
Brother, you said
that when
if I can prove 0 equals 1, scientists said that you'll accept this stuff.
No.
Yeah?
I didn't say that. I didn't say. This is what I said. I said if you
I-
show me an
I would-
academic paper where they said 0 equals 1, some
Brother,
scientists,
brother.
some reputable scientists, said
Brother,
0 equals 1,
brother,
I'll return to it.
brother, I'm saying.
I didn't say the universe came from nothing.
Okay, good. Look, I'm saying, how does the scientists, what do the scientists believe the universe came from? How?
I don't know. Some believe in God, some don't.
Okay, the ones that don't,
The ones that don't, I don't know.
what did they say?
I don't know. Some say multiverse, some say came from nothing, some
Okay,
say
but where
always
did
existed.
okay.
Many different theories.
1 second.
That's the key here.
Multiverse?
Theories. These are explanations for what we see.
Hamza, even a multiverse needs a beginning. Yeah? Multiverse,
Sure.
that even needs a beginning. What we're saying
That's
is,
the premise. That's your.
Yes, but what I'm
That's an argument from induction.
exactly, 1 second. Even that needs a beginning. Because we can ask the question, where did that multiverse, where did that
And I
universe
can
come
say
from?
where the God comes from.
Okay, no, that's a different question because we're going to come to that. Hamza, we're going to come to that. I'm going to prove
And I know
to you.
you.
I'm going to prove to you. They say nothing from nothing. The universe came from.
No,
That's
you can't prove that because
brother.
there is not a.
Is there
100%.
scientists? One second, is there scientists that believe the universe came from nothing?
Yes.
Thank you. You said to me, show me a single scientist
No.
that believes 0 equals 1.
No.
Did you not say that?
Oh, those. Am I hearing? What am I hearing?
man, just-
I've been hearing
He's
it so
saying
far.
there's a scientist that believes that the world came from nothing or the universe came from nothing.
Yeah.
How is that equal to some academic paper proving that 0 equals 1?
Okay, let me try again. Yeah? Okay, now 0 equals 1 is the same as nothing made something. Is that true or not?
Okay, did they?
Is that
first,
true or not, Hamza?
No, it's not the same.
Hamza,
It's-
is that
okay,
true?
not
Why is
first-
it not the same?
First,
It's not. It's not.
okay.
It's not
Why is it not the same?
Can I just
Because
say?
you're talking about mathematics, right?
Irrelevant.
You're talking about mathematics.
Yes, I am.
And that doesn't apply to the real world.
No,
in
no,
that
no.
sense.
1 second.
It doesn't work.
One
Okay.
second. 1 second. 1
You're
second.
talking about
1 second.
mathematics,
1 second.
man.
Use mathematics.
You're talking about
I
calculators.
have one. I have
Can I
one
say
coin
something? Can I say
and I have
something?
another coin. How many coins?
You're talking about something.
1
yeah?
second. I use mathematics in the real world. Yes? Mathematics. I could have no coins and be like 1 and 1 equals 2. Okay. Coin 1 and 1 equals.
Can I say something?
Okay. Now you said to me, if you prove to me scientifically that if 0 is 1, 1 second. Nothing. Something. Nothing is what?
0.
It's nothing. What's 1? Something.
1 is something.
Okay, you literally just proved nothing, honestly. But,
I
okay.
proved something.
You know what it is?
So
What's-
some
you know what?
Prove something.
Something.
Because they are claiming.
Okay,
It came
can I
from
just say
nothing.
something? I don't
Hamza,
reject God.
please.
Can I just say that? I don't
Okay,
reject
you don't
God.
reject God. Good.
Yeah.
1 second. Stop
So
there. Stop there.
anything-
1 second.
anything
Hamza,
I say
1
right
second.
now
We need 1 second. Do you believe in God?
I don't-
Because I'm talking about something that you believe already.
No.
Man.
I'm
My
saying,
froze
I'm saying I don't reject God, but I don't know if He exists either.
Good. Okay,
I'm
let's
saying,
go back to this
I'm
point
saying
then.
it could be a potential, but no one knows either way.
Okay, I'm telling you, I know very
No, you
certainly.
don't.
I do.
No, I know for a fact you don't.
Brother, you haven't even heard my argument. How you
No,
saying
I don't
no?
need to hear your argument. Because if
Wow,
you did-
subhanAllah. You
for
tell
a
me your
fact-
argument or not, I'm not going to believe it. This is not
If you
ignorance.
knew for a fact,
I know for a
why
fact.
would we be here? Why would there be?
Hold on a second.
Why would there be debate for thousands of years?
That's brother. Disbelief. You know what disbelief means?
disbelief. Not
Kafir. You know somebody that's kafir, yeah? You know what it means? They see the truth and they cover it. Yeah? 1 second.
I don't
So,
agree with that.
brother, you don't take this Arabic word.
Maybe they
agree
don't
with
want
that.
to. Maybe
Brother,
they don't want to be a
1 second,
slave.
1 second, 1 second.
Maybe
You're
they don't want to
saying-
1
submit.
second.
You're
Brother,
saying the
do you know-
definition of a non-believer in Arabic is actually just someone who does know the truth, but they
Yes,
they hide
yes.
it. I don't know.
Brother, you don't
No,
need to believe it. Okay, this is what the Arabic, subhanAllah, I'm telling you what the Arabic saying.
Yeah,
You tell
why
me
does that make any sense?
That's not me saying this is red. You're saying I don't believe
Wait,
it.
so is this where you're going to say
Hamza.
apostasy? Wait, is this where you're going to say people who don't believe in?
Hamza, you're
God?
jumping all over the place. I
No,
swear to
because
God, we're all
it
over the
doesn't-
place.
it doesn't
I'm
make
saying, please, once again, I said to you, if you want, we can go and speak in private.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, if you don't mind, then please understand me. Let's both of us put our egos to a side, our whatever to a side.
Okay, can I? This
Now-
isn't about ego. It's about finding the truth.
But brother,
I'm sure you
I'm
accept
trying.
that.
But I'm trying to. You said to me, show me a paper that the scientist says 0 equals 1. I will accept Islam. I said.
Okay, can I just take that back? Because apparently you won't let off this.
No, brother, don't.
Okay,
no.
what
Why
I
are you
meant
taking it
from-
back, Aki? Why are you taking it
Why am I
back?
taking back? 'Cause
No, you can. But
You're,
why?
you're just giving some.
But
I
I
don't know
gave
how
you
you
the
came to
evidence.
this conclusion.
Brother, I gave you the evidence. You said to me, I
No, you didn't
prove
give
to
me
me
evidence.
He did.
Okay, let the
You
know
saying
what I'm
he
gonna
did
do?
doesn't mean he
Brother,
did,
you know
right?
what I'm going to do? As a Muslim, my job is to convey. You take it or not take it, that's up to you. I'll let the viewers decide.
But you need to understand.
Can I?
Okay, do you accept that only 1.7 billion people in the world are Muslim?
But that's another. We're gonna come to that. What was the agreement?
You accept not everyone agrees.
but
You can't ask him questions. You gotta listen to what he says first.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Calm down. Don't get
let me
relax.
Let him finish his point.
Brother, it wasn't.
He's gonna control it.
Wasn't our agreement that we first established it could exist? I'm trying to do that. You're jumping to our third argument.
The thing is, we cannot definitively prove.
I'm
what
telling
exists.
you, we can, brother. Let me show
And I'm
it to
telling you, I've seen your videos many times. I've seen so many Christians, Jews,
Forget
Muslims give their argument for God. It's all the same.
Okay, then Hamza, come and say to me.
None of it has definitively proved. That's what I'm saying.
Then Hamza, come and say to me, brother Ali, you gave me your argument. It's flawed here,
No.
and here.
I'm not saying it's flawed. I mean,
Brother,
okay.
subhanAllah, it's not flawed, but I reject it.
Okay, okay. You see with the cosmological argument, which
Yes.
is the first one you put forward.
Yes.
I'm saying I accept the conclusion. From
What's
the
the
premises.
conclusion? What's the conclusion?
I'm saying the conclusion is that the universe had a creator.
Good.
Yeah.
So you believe in a creator?
No. I accept the conclusion from the premises. Do you get that?
Okay.
Assuming the premises.
Not
are true.
assuming.
That's how deduction works. Oh my God.
One second. Brother
frustrating.
Hamza, please. Let's just be real with ourselves, yeah? Because you're saying you use your premise, you prove that it's created, I accept that it's created, but
No. That's not what I said.
What?
See, like this is you play like word games.
Brother,
Let me
I
explain.
speak straight up.
Let me,
I don't play no
let
word
me
games.
clarify. I'm saying I accept the conclusion that there is a creator if the premises are true. We don't know.
Okay,
the
good.
premises.
1 second. How do you know the premise is not true?
But
Cause
we,
and effect.
We don't know either. That's what I'm
Brother,
telling
cause
you.
and effect. Is there cause and effect?
You know, okay.
Is there cause and effect?
You know how you said science is like always changing and you don't trust science?
Brother,
The scientific method is the same method you're using to get those premises. It's induction.
Brother, I'm using my brain, not scientific method. I'm using a brain. You know
What
what I'm
does that
using?
mean?
I'm using the verse in the Quran. Allah says, "Are you the creators of yourself?"
So you're saying scientists don't use their brain?
Brother. Wallahi, I don't know. You know where we are? Shall I tell you?
You're saying I'm not using the scientific method, I'm using my brain.
Brother.
But these scientists are using their brain.
Brother,
They're applying the scientific method using their brain.
I'm going to the Quran. Did I ever say I'm going to science?
Yeah, you literally just
No.
said.
Look, science, I do sometimes use it, but right, this argument is the Quranic argument. It's in the Quran, Aki. Yeah?
Didn't you say yourself, we're not going to go to Quran until we establish God? Why are we jumping ahead?
What do you mind right now?
No,
Wallahi.
I'm using the.
I'm saying,
I'm
you're
using the
saying the
logic.
argument you're using is from science. I'm saying, Aki, it's not from science. I'm using it from the Quran.
I'm
You're
not
saying
saying
you're
it's from
jumping to the
science.
Quran.
No. See, this is the thing. You're not really understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying the method that science uses is induction, right?
Brother,
that's how they
I
come.
know. I'm saying.
And how do you come to the premises for this cosmological argument? Induction.
Brother, let's say induction didn't exist. Let's say it didn't exist.
By your logic, we're not allowed to do that because we're not allowed to assume things we don't accept.
No, brother. Science doesn't exist. Put science to a side. Yeah? I'm going to ask you a simple question.
Can I just
No,
clarify?
one second.
Wait, no, listen. Did we not literally just have a 5-minute debate about whether or not you can assume things before you move on?
Brother.
So you yourself accept the logic of deduction.
Hamza, forget science.
Are you not understanding what I'm saying?
Brother. Science, bye-bye. Goodbye, science. What I'm going to do is very simple, yeah? This iPad, is it designed?
Is it designed?
Is it designed?
I assume so.
You presume so, yeah? It's created, yeah?
Wait, can I ask you, what's your criteria for something being designed?
Complexity, the way it functions, yeah? Do we accept that?
I'll accept it.
Do we accept that? Good, okay. Did you go to the factory and see how this was made? How do you know it's designed?
Because, I don't know, like you said, complexity or...
Did you use science or your intellect?
What does that mean?
Did you use, to come to the conclusion that this is designed, did you say, hold on a second, let me go to deduction?
This is something... Okay,
1 second.
Can I just...
No, please.
You're not understanding.
I'm going to stay here.
You know the scientific method isn't in its own world, right?
I don't want to know about science right now. Science, we've just divorced science, yeah? Goodbye, yeah? Talak. What I'm saying is this. Is this
Can you
designed?
just let me say something quick?
Hamza,
I'm not jumping in.
how do you know this is designed?
Can I just say something?
Please do, but answer my
You
question.
see the scientific method, it uses the logic of induction, right?
Uses the what?
The logic, uses induction.
How?
But induction isn't the scientific method. You get that? So even if we assume that there's no scientific method,
Yes,
there's no science,
exactly.
induction still exists.
Thank you.
Which is what I'm saying. So when you're criticizing science, or you're saying I don't trust science, their science always changes, or their methods are wrong, they're using the same method you use. That's what I'm saying.
When I say science is wrong,
I'm not saying induction's wrong. I'm saying the method you use.
when I say science is wrong, I'm not saying forget science totally. I'm not saying that.
I mean,
I'm saying you're putting your whole trust in something that changes. I'm saying, I take science. Allah says in the Quran, do you not ponder? It's my brain. Ponder, yeah? Yes, okay, I ponder. I'm saying, why is this designed? How do you know it's designed?
Okay, how do I know it's designed? It's hard. It's even hard. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain.
Wallahi, it's so
even.
easy.
No.
But wallahi, it's so easy.
Okay, let's just go with what you're saying.
Why is this designed?
Okay, let's just go with
no,
what
I
you're
can
saying.
answer the question.
Oh, no, okay, just go with what you're saying. Okay,
Next one.
okay, just say what you think I'm gonna say. Just say it.
No. I want you to say. Why would I say it for you?
Why it's designed? Because it's complex. Go on.
It's complex. Okay.
I want to move on with this like main.
Okay, one second. One second. Did you go to the Apple factory and see this get made?
Okay, I understand this. Move on.
Okay. So, this is my basis that we don't always need to use science to come to a simple rational conclusion.
Surely, like, how do you know this? How do you know this was designed and that tree wasn't? Well, you do claim the tree was designed.
No.
But how do you know this was designed?
I say if I know this is designed, that is 100% designed. If this is designed, this is 1 billion
Okay, can I say
designed.
how do you know it's designed?
How do you know?
How do you know it's designed? No, this.
How do I know it's designed? I use my intellect. My
Common
rationality. What does common sense?
And so what did your common sense tell you?
This is what it tells me. It absorbs information, boom, glass, numbers, moving about. Yeah. Okay, good. Organization, complexity, design. Yes.
It's just common sense.
Okay.
You see it, you know.
Exactly. Common sense.
Complexity.
Yeah.
But do you accept that the natural world is complex as well?
Yes, that's my
So
argument.
how have you said this is complex? What have you compared it to? You see what I'm saying?
Okay, what have I commented?
Give a
Like,
comparison.
This is what I've
No,
done.
because surely if I say something's like really difficult, then surely there must be a very easy version of it.
Can you give an example of something that is complex and hasn't been designed?
1 second.
Natural,
Brother.
No, that's what I say.
No, one second.
No, because what I say
One
is,
second. Hamza.
listen, can I just say? What I say is, in our minds here, when we say something's complex like this iPad,
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect this iPad to just appear out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Right?
Then how do you
Yeah, I
believe
know.
the universe appeared out of nowhere?
Okay, no, but
So-
that's okay. Yeah, that comes to the
Let's
induction.
go back to that statement.
No,
Let's go back to
listen,
that
listen,
statement you just said.
It comes to
One
induction.
second,
It comes to
wait,
induction.
Let's calm it down. Let's calm it down.
Calm it down, mate.
Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that statement that you just said. You just made a statement that we know this is complex. Yeah, we know this is complex.
No, okay.
Let's use basic logic here. Let's use a 5-year-old will tell you
I
this is
mean,
complex.
Ali
Yeah?
doesn't seem to understand basic
No.
logic. Okay, go on.
1 second.
Who doesn't?
One second.
One second.
understand induction.
One second.
You don't understand induction and the premises and the deductive
1 second.
argument.
I don't understand simple logic. Okay, brother, show me. No,
I have
because
showed you, but
Look.
Apparently you don't
Let's
understand.
go
Or
back.
maybe I'm just
One
talking
second.
crazy.
No, Hamza.
Let's go back.
Okay, tell me how am I not logical? Then I've said to you,
okay.
is
What
this
I'm saying
designed?
was- No, okay.
What he's saying
You're asking me
is-
50 different
One
questions.
second.
Okay, please, it's gonna go. You know what's
No,
gonna
you
go?
asking me
What he's saying.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say, okay? You know with the cosmological argument that you put forward,
Yes.
the premises, we've made them from inductive
Okay, let's
arguments.
forget the premises.
No, let's not
What's
forget
wrong
them.
with
Let's
that?
forget them.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it.
What is wrong with
That's
that,
what I'm
brother?
saying. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm saying
Then why are
is,
you not taking it?
listen, you just interrupted.
Bring it back to basics. 1 second.
Okay,
1
now.
second. Let's bring it back to basics.
No, let's not bring it back. You
No.
You
let's-
both want to go here.
1 second. No. Let's-
Okay, one person. Because you know what's gonna happen? Yeah, he's gonna.
Listen, no, because you
Let's keep
like
simple.
I question your logic, your arguments.
Okay.
And you want me to respond.
Please, just tell me my arguments. Just say to me.
What I'm
this
saying
okay
is,
for you.
you know, at the start, what you said was, you said to the other guy, don't know where he's gone now.
Yeah,
you
don't
said
go,
we
yeah.
can't move on. You didn't want to move on until we accepted things. I know you're gonna try to do
Brother,
it.
I'm so sorry for doing that. Can we move on? Let's forget that I made a big
I just
mistake.
want everyone and you to know
Yes.
that even the arguments in the premises in your argument are inductive. Do you accept that?
In deduction.
Inductive. The premises are inductive. The conclusion is deductive.
No. What do you? One second. What do you mean? I use deduction. Yeah. I
No,
use cause and effect, deduction, and I. come to
No.
conclusion.
Cause and effect isn't deduction. That's induction. Induction is what we get from observations and like repeated experimentation. That's
Okay, one
scientific.
second. Isn't induction what we observe?
You just said it is.
Induction. No, I'm not saying induction is what we observe.
1 second, brother.
I'm saying
Isn't induction we observe white swans
Okay, listen.
and we come to the conclusion that swans are white?
Yeah.
That's induction.
Yeah, that's induction.
Deduct. One second.
But a black swan could come along. And
Brother,
now
that's
you're-
induction. Whenever it comes along, that's induction. I'm saying deduction is, for example, Mark is a man, men die. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He's mortal, yeah? Okay. So deduction shows us that men die, yes?
Yeah, the conclusion was deductive. Do you get that?
Brother.
You know your logic.
Wallahi,
Your logic. 1 second. Let me explain your logic to you.
This is
your
this is like
logic.
the fundamentals.
1
of-
second. No, your logic is this. There's 100 white swans. I've observed them. All my life I have seen 100 white swans, but one black swan, it might come along, okay? Is that a strong logic? Is that strong logic to you?
That's what induction
Would you?
is. No,
One second.
I'm
Would
not,
you?
I'm not giving my opinion.
No, no, no.
Can I just
That's your opinion.
No, I haven't given my opinion here at all. I haven't said whether or not it's a good or bad method.
Okay.
That's the thing I said.
Okay, so
what
what
I've
would you
been trying to
do?
say is I've been trying to explain the logic, the induction.
I
reasoning.
just want something so simple. Wallahi, just so
Okay,
simple, yeah? The universe began to exist. Did it come from nothing? Did it create itself or was it created? Wallahi, that's it. Simple.
Okay.
That's very simple.
Very simple. Wallahi, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know why it's so hard for you to understand.
Brother, can
Okay,
something come
okay,
from
tell
nothing?
me the. Okay, say the.
You will agree.
Okay, repeat the cosmological argument again. Let's go through each premise.
We are agree on that.
You don't need to get it.
No,
Look, you're saying that's
I like
complex.
this using that.
Yeah? This is what I'm saying. You're saying that's complex. Let's bring it back to basics. You're saying that is complex. What is more complex?
But they say there is no bringing.
Okay.
We know this is designed.
There's no code.
Yeah?
point I was
My
making-
iPhone camera is designed. All of these cameras filming us is designed. What is more complex? Your eye or this camera?
Okay, what?
Simple question. Simple question.
What is more complex? I
A
don't know. I'm not
10-year-old
really
will
into
answer
it.
it. No.
Okay,
What is
I'm-
more complex? What
I'm
is
going
more
to say the
powerful? What is more powerful? Your eye or that camera?
What is more powerful?
What is more
Okay, the camera
complex?
problem.
What
What
is
do you
more
mean by
com-
complex?
So you believe that's more complex than your eye?
No, you said which was more powerful.
No. Let's use basic logic. You believe
Okay, sure, your eye.
your eye. Okay. So why would you come to the conclusion, if you saw this, a camera lying in the middle of the desert, that had to have been designed, but you use your eye every single day. Your eye has this extreme autofocus. It can focus from here to there
okay.
within a millisecond.
You're being designed,
You know,
mate.
You don't.
What I'm saying,
You
I
don't believe
understand
that
the
your eyes
argument.
designed.
I believe this argument all my life, and I still understand the argument.
Okay.
Then why are you rejecting it then?
You've been
I'm not
designed
rejecting it.
from
I'm not rejecting it.
everywhere.
I'm saying
Blood,
you're all over
eye,
the
You
place.
just haven't let,
brain.
you haven't let me give my
You've
thing.
been designed.
What I'm saying is, okay, what I'm
Perfect
saying
way.
is,
You're saying, but what if?
no.
I don't know.
Can I bring the argument?
You don't know what I'm gonna say.
One
You
second,
haven't let me.
one second. Can we look? It's gonna go all over the place.
Say, no, it's not. It's you guys.
It is.
You guys are going in between
Exactly.
yourselves.
See? There you go. That's what
It's
he's
you
gonna say.
guys.
So Musa, let me just speak because he's gonna say.
Can I say my thing? Can I say my thing?
Is it? Look. This is
For
my
10
argument.
minutes I've wanted to say it, honestly. Literally. Okay, let me say it.
100%.
Basic. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Like the tree isn't
Perfect
designed.
way.
Is it
Okay, no.
designed?
No. Or designed in the human. It's not designed by humans. Let's say that.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is,
Human being
how do you
designed
know?
perfect way.
Okay, how do you know this is designed?
ولقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن
functions,
تقويم.
complexity,
Allahu
design.
Okay, but why does that imply design? I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just asking.
Okay.
How does it imply design?
Because it makes me think it cannot come by
Perfect
chance
way.
or
Allahu
nothing.
Akbar.
And why does it think? Why do you think that?
Because it has cause and effect. It has to be someone
Yeah,
must have
so
made
you
it.
think that the iPad would never come out anywhere here?
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas the tree could come out anywhere.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Listen, when
Wow.
this is the main thing. Subconsciously, when you're talking about design,
The camera this way, man.
you're actually comparing it to nature.
Yes, what's the problem with
The
that?
camera has been
Because
designed
if we
by
say
this way.
nature is designed,
Yes.
then what are we comparing nature to?
Which one is greater?
Brother,
That's what I say.
brother, when we're doing this, we look at nature. Is my fingerprint, is it the same as yours? No. Is it the same as anyone else's?
I don't think so.
Is that design?
I don't know.
Yes.
1 second. My fingerprint is not the same as 7
Saying
billion
wow
people.
doesn't win an argument.
No, I don't want to win an argument. That's why I said to you, I'm not here to win an argument. I'm not here for ego, brother.
Then what's with the?
I'm not here to
wow?
win an argument. I'm
Okay,
here
good.
for the truth.
Okay.
If the truth comes
I'm
from
here
your
for the
mouth, I
truth as well.
accept it fully.
I'm here for the truth. Yeah,
Fingerprint.
okay, I just want to say, yeah,
Brother,
I don't.
brother, you're jumping again. Wallah, you're going all
No,
over the place. Let's
I
stick
just
to
said
design.
I want to say. I just
Okay.
want to say something, and I'm jumping. I want to say something about what you're saying.
Brother, no.
Yeah?
Listen, brother, look, I said to you before, because before we started, I said, brother, do you want to go in private and listen?
Don't check this.
Listen,
No, no,
ego,
I don't mind.
You know why? Hamza, my fingerprint doesn't match anybody's. A single
Yes.
Forget that. DNA. Do you know how complex DNA is?
Yes.
I'm sure it's very complex.
Very complex, yeah? It's so complex that one little thing of a DNA, if you get every single book in this planet, it's not equivalent.
I know you're like you don't think I understand this.
Brother, if you understand it, what are we talking about? Wallahi, I'm very
Because
confused.
what I'm saying is, what is your criteria for something being
Brother,
complex?
I'm giving
see
you
what
it. Look, when I'm giving it, you're
No,
saying...
you're not giving me criteria. You're just giving me examples.
Hamza, I'm giving you an argument. You're saying, Ali, I accept that. Why do you reject God?
No,
Argument's
I'm
weak.
not saying. What I'm
You're
saying.
basically rejecting evolution, isn't it? You're saying
Listen.
Brother, you
listen.
reject evolution. You don't even know what evolution is.
All I'm saying is,
Today,
all I'm
they
saying
ask you a
is,
question and you don't answer.
all I'm saying is,
And you want to debate.
Hamza, you
What's the
seem-
purpose
I'm
of your
not-
life?
no.
I'm being honest, Hamza. You seem like
You
you've
can answer the question.
overthink. Whatever it might be.
okay, let's just move on from
Why
this
you
point.
dislike?
We're not
No.
we're not on the same
No,
wavelength.
brother,
What's your
it's very
life?
simple. Yeah, this is my argument. Yeah,
Worship
I want to
Allah.
start
I
fresh.
understand
yeah?
your argument.
So look, this is what Allah says in the Quran, yeah,
What's
and
the
I'm
purpose-
using
what's
this.
the
I'm not going
purpose
to
of
the
the
Quran. I'm
eyes?
just using it.
To see, yeah?
So let
What was
them
the purpose of your
bring
nose?
discourse like this
To
if they are
smell?
truthful.
What's the
Is
purpose of
it
your
that
mouth?
they created by nothing,
What's your purpose?
or are they themselves the creators,
Why you dislike?
or have they
No, you got
created the
spot
heavens
that,
and the
yeah.
earth?
No, God created
No,
does nothing.
but they are sure of nothing. It's my argument.
Now you're going to answer.
So what I'm doing is,
You bring in
I'm going to the
small
universe.
things to big things.
I'm going to the
I
beginning.
believed in Islam.
You don't
all
know
my
why you
life.
never
I
know you
understand your arguments. You
Brother.
don't need to keep repeating them over and over and over. Because I
Brother,
understand.
then
I
why-
truly
Do
do
you
understand what
But
you're
why
saying.
do you not
Even the
accept it
birds
then?
know.
No, okay. Because what I'm saying, it's not about me accepting it. It's more like
It's-
no. It's more like I have these other questions
Wallahi,
which
you will
conflict
cry.
with that.
Wallahi.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
not saying.
Wallahi.
Brother, show me one
No,
thing that
wait,
conflicts
wait.
with this.
What? Okay. I'm just saying. Can we just move on? Because this one, we're not.
No, Hamza, please. I've got an argument.
You know what?
Deduction, induction,
No, you did-
cause and effect, design.
Okay.
Give me the flow in my argument, please, Hamza.
Okay. I'll say it for the 50th time.
Yes, go on.
You know your the cosmological arguments, the premises.
What's the purpose of his
They
life?
were. You got them from induction. Do you disagree?
Let's suppose we do.
What do you mean suppose?
We do.
Okay, everything has a cause and effect. How do you come to that conclusion? Induction. Is that not induction?
Have you?
Brother,
okay,
brother,
1 second.
brother.
You bring a better argument. Have you observed anything else?
1 second, 1 second, 1 second, brother. This is my argument. Look. That's my argument.
Listen. Okay.
This is my argument. Induction, deduction.
Okay, now. Okay, so what I'm saying is, everything. Okay, you drop the iPad.
Brother, cause
Dropping it, the cause
and
has an
effect.
Okay.
This
yeah.
is my argument, brother. What's the problem?
And okay, and how did you come to that conclusion?
Let me show you again.
Yeah, observation.
Brother,
It's
brother,
induction.
brother.
It's an inductive.
No problem, brother.
Yeah, okay,
Deduction,
exactly.
induction,
Exactly.
super suction, brother. No problem.
Yeah,
I'm saying
no problem.
to you, cause.
Okay, I'm glad we got that
and
way.
effect.
you are using science right now.
Exactly.
when did-
That's the scientific method.
Brother,
and he likes to talk
Brother,
against
brother,
science.
If
but
there was
that
no,
is the
1
same-
second,
same
if there
science.
was no science, are you telling me I can't be like, wow? If I didn't let go, would it drop?
No, but the point
What
is,
are you talking
induction isn't science. We're
Listen,
not saying
you're
that.
sticking to the term.
It doesn't matter what
Hamza,
it's
Hamza, please, I beg you.
Induction, can I just say, induction isn't science.
Hamza, I
Science
have
uses
no problem.
Yeah,
Hamza,
okay,
wallahi,
now-
I have no
yeah,
problem.
okay. Now, do you understand that cosmological argument is a deductive argument?
Hamza, yes,
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay, do you understand how the deductive argument works?
There's no God.
No, I'm not saying there's no God.
Wallahi,
Well, I'm just,
I'm literally. I'm
I asked you a
frozen.
question. Explain how.
Wallahi, I am absolutely frozen here. What's your argument? Cause and effect. Where'd you get it from deduction? How does deduction
Induction.
work?
That's induction.
Induction.
Flipping out.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
Please
Because
forgive me.
you say it like we're
Wallahi,
saying
it's crazy, man. Induction, deduction. How does deduction work? Deduction, induction. How does deduction work?
You're stuck in the
Hamza,
terms.
are you
No,
okay?
I'm not stuck in the terms.
stuck in the terms.
Hamza,
You don't-
Hamza, just say to me, Ali, I don't want to accept it. Just say that to me.
It's just you're not giving me a chance to explain, man.
Hamza, please. Hamza,
You're just bombarding.
Hamza.
Can you just let me speak?
Hamza, I let you
Let
speak.
me
Don't
speak.
say that.
Please,
I let you speak.
right now. Okay. Because you're not letting me go to my point after we established that you understand that it's induction, right? So you understand it's induction. You understand that the cause and effect, that statement, that we've got that from induction. You accept that? Am I going to get an answer or what? Listen,
We went
can you just
through
go with the
this.
flow?
We went through this, Hamza,
We didn't.
50 times. I'm going to make it simple because right now I'm
Okay.
going to start to think you're avoiding the question. Hamza, can something
Would I
come
be
from
here if I was
nothing?
avoiding it?
Hamza, can something come from nothing?
Why would I come here?
Hamza, can something come from nothing? Hamza, can something come from nothing, brother?
Like, you're not letting me give my point. You're not letting me give my point.
I'm waiting.
Listen. Okay, can you just let me say my point? Please.
Look, cause and effect. If it didn't go through, it wouldn't come to your head.
Okay, listen. Let me say my thing. Okay. That you accept that the cause and effect, our understanding of cause and effect, we've got that from induction. Do you accept that?
Hamza, can something come from nothing?
Listen,
Hamza, can something come
listen.
from
You're here, yeah, to bring people to Islam.
Hamza, can something come from nothing? Simple.
So surely you give me the
Hamza, you're playing word games now. Can something
No,
come
you're
from
the one
nothing?
playing word games.
Hamza,
You're the one arguing
can
against me
something
using
come
terms.
from nothing? Hamza, can something come from nothing?
Can something come from nothing? No. Induction.
Thank
induction.
you.
Call it what you want, mate.
Look,
Call it what you
let's
want.
call it
Yeah?
strawberry ice cream. No
Call it
problem.
what you want.
1 second. Can it come from
Listen,
nothing?
no matter how much you downplay it,
One second.
no matter how much you do
Brother,
it, it does not account to
Hamza,
argument.
we'll let the
You
viewers,
understand?
we'll let the viewers decide. We're going to carry on because I'm not going to go round. Can something come from nothing? He said no. Can something create itself, Hamza?
Something creates itself. Induction, no.
It can't. Good. We're moving on. Therefore, if something cannot come from nothing, if something cannot create itself, I'll put this thing back. What's the only option, Hamza?
Induction.
So it's induction. Induction is the only option.
The-
So what does that
way-
say?
The way you've concluded.
What's the only option, Hamza?
Listen.
Hamza, what's the only option?
Okay, what I want you to understand is I'm not disputing these in our.
I'm not going to go there, Hamza. I'm not going to go there. Hamza,
Why not?
what's the conclusion, Hamza?
Why can't we just?
Hamza, I'm not. We've been there five times.
Surely you can see how stubborn you're being.
Hamza, we'll let the views decide. Can
It doesn't matter what the viewers think.
Hamza.
1.7 billion people believe in Islam.
Yeah.
Another 2 billion believe in
Hamza,
Christianity.
that's irrelevant. That's another point.
It doesn't matter what people
Hamza, that's
believe.
irrelevant. That's.
No, it isn't.
We'll talk about that later.
You're the one talking about letting the viewers decide.
Hamza,
It's not about the,
Hamza,
it's not
when
about
I
the
say
viewers, it's about you and me.
what's that got to do with Islam being 1.7 billion and Christianity 2 billion?
Because
What's
I'm
that got to
pointing
do?
out that everyone has their own
Irrelevant.
beliefs.
Hamza, irrelevant.
And everyone has their own
Hamza,
understanding.
irrelevant. What does that mean? If it cannot create itself and it cannot come from nothing, what's the only option, Hamza?
I don't know, you tell me.
It's created.
And
Do you
where,
have evidence
and
to?
where did you get?
Do you have evidence to rebuke that?
Okay, how did you?
Without doubt.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant, Hamza. Do you have an argument to rebuke that? Can it come from?
Yes, I do, but you don't let me speak.
Go on.
Okay, so this is the cosmological argument, right? That's what I'm trying to attack.
Call it what you want.
It's just
Yeah, no
a
problem.
Why are you
Okay,
sticking to
so-
the name?
It's impossible to follow a conversation if you
No, we didn't even speak. We've been listening
So
to
the
it for past-
the premises are, they're like, what is it? So that everything has the cause and effect, right? Everything that begins to exist has a cause, right? And then they say that the universe has a cause, right? First, did the universe have a cause? I don't know. Okay, Big Bang, might have. Or I don't know. Okay, but both of these, we don't know them for 100% certainty in anywhere in the whole world. Do you see what I'm saying? It's induction from our observations in this world, in this on Earth, even in this universe.
Are you 100% certain you're here?
I'm at.
Are you?
Maybe irrelevant.
Look, no.
Maybe you're in the
Look,
Matrix.
Are you 100% certain you're here?
How can we talk? Here you go.
You don't know.
You
You don't know.
can't- you can't be
This
100
is what logic's come to.
Hamza,
This is what logic's come to.
Logic,
Hamza,
you can't be 100% certain about anything.
You
Yes.
don't know.
Okay, Hamza. How do you know your mother's your mother?
How do I know my mother's my mother?
What? Ali, one second.
How do you know your mother's your mother?
Biological or just my
No,
guardian?
no, no.
one
Did you do a DNA test?
Are you saying biological or guardian?
Can we just go back to one statement he just said? One statement you just said.
I don't know she's
You
my
can't be 100% sure about what? What did you just say?
Anything.
About anything?
Yeah.
What's the point in talking?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point in talking?
Maybe we're in a Matrix.
What's it? Guy, everyone who's
point-
watching, everyone here,
Listen.
he can't be 100% sure of anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the
You
point?
can't be 100% sure
What's
of
the point in talking?
No, but
What's the point? This
Your
is what
jacket, your
come
jacket
to.
is yellow color.
it's to do with probability, right?
Is your jacket yellow color?
No.
No,
You know
no,
what?
no, no,
It's to do with basics.
No.
It's to do with basics. It's to do with
Like-
basics. You're overthinking. You're going
Yes.
too deep into it.
This is
and this is what happens.
Can I say
You don't
something?
need
Can I
to go
say something? You know why people end up like this? Like, and I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I don't trying to belittle the brother. Yeah. You know why this happens? This is the problem.
It's when you be
Let me
too
tell
clever
you,
with
one
it.
second. No.
it's not about-
No. Let's not 1 second.
What's the ad hominem going to
Let me-
do?
No,
You're not
let me-
winning
no.
any argument
We
with
don't want
attacking
to
my
win
character,
about winning an argument.
attacking my...
Hamza,
We're not attacking your
Hamza, I
character,
don't
bro.
get a
I don't know
cookie.
you.
Hamza, I don't get a cookie for being here. Believe me, nobody gets me a cookie.
I'm not saying you do.
Okay, so I'm not into an argument. I'm saying, let me tell you guys why brothers like Hamza, without unintentionally, and may Allah guide him, and everyone, let me tell you why this happens. Let me tell you, yeah? I'm going to give you guys a simple example and tell you exactly why this happens. When you go home, Hamza, yeah, and you see a plate smashed on the floor, a plate is smashed on the floor. You go to your kitchen and a plate is smashed on the floor. Let's suppose you're married, you have an angry wife, there is a pet at home, there was a minor earthquake, and there was a window open. When you see that plate smashed on the floor, what is the conclusion that you come up to?
What are you gonna think?
What do you think? Okay, a person that rationality and logic will think, wife got upset, smashed the plate. The pet most likely tipped it over. I heard on the news there was a little earthquake. Maybe that's because of it. The window was left open. Good. This is. Would any person come to this conclusion? Rationality, logic. Yeah, sure. Would anyone? This is what happens when you start using. Hold this for a second. When you start using your brain over too much, you say, "Hold on a second. Plate smashed on the floor. Maybe it was a red dragon. Maybe."
It's a possibility.
Maybe
You accept that.
1 second.
You accept the probability here. Like you said, no, it's not about probability.
Wow.
Wait, it is about probability.
1 second. Okay, is there a chance that a blue dragon flew through my house and tipped the plate over?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
A very minuscule chance.
Okay.
Was it?
Let me ask you a question. Why? Let me ask you.
Musa,
Yeah.
Musa, please, I beg you. Brother, thank you very much.
No.
One second. Let me. One question
Musa.
before I go. Let's end it with one question. Let me ask you one question.
Blue Dragon.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
That's the problem. Going through my house.
Are you
No,
not
no.
understanding?
No. You're not understanding. My brother, one second. You're not understanding something. You are going. One second. You are sticking to
I didn't say a blue dragon went for your thing.
One
You said
second.
there's a
One
possibility.
second.
I said there's a, like, how
listen.
can I say with certainty
One
that a blue
second.
dragon did
One
it?
second. Ali, let me
How
say.
can you say that?
Let
I
me
wasn't
say.
there.
Let me say one thing.
I wasn't there.
Let me say one thing.
It's not hard to understand.
Well, let me say one thing. You have an angry wife. You have a dog running around. You have the washing machine going off. The plate might have fallen. Even if you were to go with probability and use your logic.
No, but it's probability.
Let me talk, man. 99%. You are 99% sure it could have been those things. It's more likely to have been those things. You're going with the 0.01%. That's fine. If you want to live your life like that, no problem.
Where have I gone with the 0.01%?
If you want to live your life like that, no problem.
No, I never said the blue dragon did.
No, you said-
I'm saying
if you wanna live your life
there's
like
an
that, no
infinite number of possibilities.
Okay.
Because
look, one second, Musa, please. Brother, there's a possibility of a blue dragon, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Is there a possibility that I'm a lamppost?
Yeah.
Good. Is there a possibility?
But that's
that,
not what we're
one second,
arguing
one
here.
second, one second.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you are a lamppost.
No,
I'm
please,
saying
please.
there are no certainties.
I just want to show people who are watching this the reason why people go to these absurd claims.
It's not an absurd thing.
You know why?
I didn't claim
you know
that
why?
dragon
You
went
know why?
through
Let me tell you why. You know why? Just because they just want, instead of saying there might be a creator, they go to the most crazy stuff. Is there a chance? Listen. Is there a chance? Listen. Is there a chance that he is a dinosaur?
Can I say something?
One second. Is there a chance that he is a dinosaur in his previous life? Is there a
I just
chance?
want to say something. You make it out, yeah, as if people leave Islam because they want to.
Brother, I'm sorry. You saying you left Islam on what basis?
And I said,
Zero. And I'm doing a
look,
video about this on my channel tomorrow. I'm releasing it. You know why? There is a group of ex-Muslims. They come and go, hey, I left Islam.
but
Why?
I didn't say
my
that.
parents forced me to marriage. Marriage forcing
He's not saying
anyone.
you. He's not
Wait,
saying
I'm not
it's
talking
you.
about you. Anyone that forces another person for marriage is forbidden in Islam. So you have these young people who are brainwashed because of atheism being popularized. They put their full trust with no questioning in there, and then what they do is, I'm an ex-Muslim. First, the question is this: was you even a Muslim at the beginning to say you're an ex-Muslim? Because I asked him the question: how many rak'ah is Fajr? Fajr is the prayer that we wake up for in the morning. In the morning prayer. It's 2. Somebody goes to me 5. Somebody goes to me 5, and I go, you're an ex-Muslim? Please, let's stop playing word games.
Wallahi,
here.
if you understand
Hamza,
Islam-
Hamza,
Okay, can I just say something?
Hamza, you said
I admit I wasn't a practicing Muslim. Okay, I have the belief that.
But
all
don't
my
say
life
you're an
I-
ex-Muslim, then,
all-
brother.
No, I
You
didn't
know
say.
why?
Look, show it in the camera where I said I'm an ex-Muslim. I
No,
never
that's
said
fine.
that.
It's fine.
Listen,
It's fine.
what I'm saying is, what I will say, yeah, I know people.
Yeah.
I know people that have been Muslims for a majority of their life.
Okay.
And then they left Islam.
For what reason, brother? We're
But
saying
the point here isn't reason.
It's
the
not
point
a
is,
point.
No,
the
it
point
is.
is, you're making it out, yeah, as if some people leave just for their own desires or this,
Yes.
that, whatever.
Yes.
But the thing is, their whole life they accepted Islam.
No.
And the whole life they were practicing.
Hamza.
Yes, I know these people.
Hamza,
man.
show me one
Flipping
person.
hell.
I'm telling you, I put a challenge on camera to everyone. One Muslim that knew Islam properly and left Islam.
And then we come to the thing where New Islam and then they did this and then this interpretation, this, that, Shia, Sunni, whatever.
That's emotional.
No, it's
sorry,
not
that's
emotional.
Bro,
How
that's,
is it
that's
emotional?
subjective. You're
Just
saying
'cause I'm
Shias
saying-
and Sunnis
saying,
don't
yeah,
like each other.
no.
That's why I left Islam.
No,
Emotional.
that's what I said. Just because I'm saying something emotionally doesn't make it an emotional argument.
Hamza, what we're saying is, bring us an argument. Say to us, the Quran has been changed. The Prophet this. Bring us evidence. But if you come and say to me, you know what, I left Islam. Why? If God exists, why is there evil? Emotional.
That's not
Why
emotional.
is there Shias and Sunnis fighting?
That's not emotional when you could. Okay, that argument.
Is that an evidence that it's not
No,
true?
that argument. Okay, it's not. Let me tell you why it's not emotional. We give God the attributes like, I don't know. These are his names.
The most merciful, the most wise.
The most merciful,
Yes.
the most kind,
Yes.
the most kind-hearted, or
Yes.
whatever, loving. Yeah, you accept that, right?
Yes.
So if someone just said, "Oh, I don't like God because he does bad things,"
Yeah.
sure, that's an emotional
No,
argument.
but how do you know God does bad things?
Flipping out. Well, I mean, he has control of the whole universe. He's most powerful.
Who said he does bad things?
Flipping out.
This is
Okay.
where the cyclists are meant to cycle.
Tell me something bad he does.
Okay. So, well, I mean, he's allowed evil to exist, right?
1 second. Does God say, go and kill innocent people? No.
What?
Do you get...
How do we get there? What the hell? How do we go from evil exists to did God say kill innocent
He's
people?
allowed.
One second.
Okay.
What the hell?
1 second. Does God allow evil to happen? Is killing an innocent person evil?
Listen.
Is killing an innocent person evil?
Yes, it is.
So doesn't it go back? You're telling me like I start
It's
talking
not the
about
only
mangoes
evil
or
in the world.
something.
Why do you believe
Wait,
killing an innocent person is evil?
You accept killing someone
No,
isn't
that's
the only
irrelevant.
evil in the world.
No.
Why? Okay, why do I think it's evil? Because I
but-
think that I'm doing
One sec-
something to someone and it's negatively affecting them.
No, that's
and other people.
No, brother. You said, why does God allow evil? I said, killing an innocent person is it evil?
He said yes. He said yes.
It's evil. Okay. So I'm asking the question. Where does God say?
I don't think we need to talk about that.
No, it does.
Let's
Because
just
it's got the problem
let's
with
think
evil.
natural disasters.
No, one second.
Let's not talk about evil here.
No. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk all of it. Natural disasters as well. If people come and say, "Hey, if God exists, why is there people starving in Africa?" I say, let me tell you the answer. Yeah, and this is why people don't understand. We are the problem. Don't blame God. If we are selfish and I think about my pocket, capitalism is my pocket, it's me, and you don't help the bloody poor, and you dare to come here and blame God? You dare to come here and blame God? 1 second. There is enough food on this planet to feed 3 extra planets. 3 extra planets. We are selfish. We don't want to share. People starve to death, and what do we do? Ah, God.
Yeah, but
God
what you
is
need to understand here.
1 second.
I'm not saying God killed those innocent people.
Brother,
what I'm saying
we
is
killed
God,
them.
You're
We
allowed.
killed
You're
them.
saying allowed.
I'm saying
we killed them,
you're
not
allowed.
God.
Okay, you
Brother, we
say
killed them.
he's the most powerful and created everything, right?
Yes.
We also believe.
Any concept that exists
One
is a
second.
result of his creation.
We also
even if
believe-
he didn't actively create it.
And and your point is 1 second.
God didn't create democracy,
1 second.
but it was a product of something he created.
Excuse me,
You
1
accept
second,
that?
1 second. Yes, it does. But if
exactly.
men, 1 second, if men do evil, you can't blame God because we're here
Actually,
as a test. No, 1 second, 1 second. We are here as a test. If I have a knife, I can maybe make a nice lamb curry, or maybe man will go start shanking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
That's your choice.
1 second.
But do you-
1 second, whose choice is that?
That's your free will, isn't it?
1 second. So how dare you blame God for a maniac who's coming and saying, you know what? I'm gonna start
Okay.
killing people, yeah?
Let me talk-
Like for
No,
example,
it's about your
1 second,
worldview,
1 second.
yeah?
These rappers out there talking about gangs and this
but
and
it's-
that, they cause 30,000 people get stabbed in the UK, yeah? Based on what? I'm not saying it's just them, but it's this lifestyle, culture, gang mentality, this, that, yeah?
I don't
And
disagree.
think, 1 second, 1 second. This is the culture that produces it. How dare we go and say, hey, that's God's fault, why are you late? No, it's
No,
irrelevant.
I never said it was God. I'm not
You
saying,
did.
oh,
You
God's
said
the
you
reason
said
for
the
everything.
byproduct. The
Like,
byproduct.
no.
Didn't you say the byproduct?
Yeah, what I'm saying is, do you disagree that God is in a position right now to end all suffering?
Let me explain
Brother,
something.
if
That's
you-
what I'm saying.
That's like saying I'm in an exam and the teacher comes and says, you know what?
No, teacher isn't all powerful.
1 second.
Teacher isn't all
No,
knowing.
irrelevant. No,
Teacher
no,
is-
1 second.
isn't
1 second. It doesn't need to be all
omnibenevolent.
powerful. Irrelevant. If you're doing an exam,
not irrelevant.
If you're doing an exam, if a teacher
How-
comes and says, hey, here's the answers.
No, but that's not a good
1
analogy.
second,
Okay,
brother.
listen.
We are here for a 1 second. We are here
But
for
you're
an
comparing
exam.
a teacher,
Brother.
a mortal being,
Brother,
who's
it's
who's
irrelevant.
fallible, to an infallible
Irrelevant,
being, all powerful.
brother. Like
It's not
I said
irrelevant.
before,
Saying it's irrelevant doesn't make it irrelevant.
Hamza, you're emotional.
No,
You
I'm
are
emotional because things go in your ear and
No,
come
no,
out
no,
the other.
Hamza. Why do you look? I'm a Muslim. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an Orthodox Muslim. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. Let me tell you why I don't leave Islam based on emotions. Yeah. When I came to Islam, I was kicked out of my house. My dad disowned me. My
understand.
community came against me. 1 second. If I said, you know what, God's so evil, I just accepted his religion, I should be prospering. I should have everything going for me. No, I got kicked out. You know, this guy stayed in his house for 1 month. Hold on a second. I could have said, you know what?
I respect that.
1 second though. Why did I not go into an emotional one and say, you know what, I don't care? No. Because Allah says in the Quran, do you think you're going to say, I believe and not be tested? Of course you're going to be tested. This life is a test. How could you come and say, hey, you know, I want paradise. What did you do? Nothing.
Okay, why is it a testing?
Because-
Why is Allah testing?
1 second, 1 second. God Almighty is testing us. Why He's testing us? Me personally, I don't know. However, does He exist? Is
A
He
lot of
testing
Muslims
me?
actually disagree with that.
No, who? Show me.
Look, Muslims say that the
Don't
reason
speak
why-
on everyone, please. That's
no,
not
no,
that.
that,
What
it
have
comes
you
back-
heard?
okay,
What have you
no,
heard?
it comes back to my point, yeah.
Speak for
This
yourself.
is the one of the main problems I have with Islam, is that the Quran, there's 7 and probably more, but 7 that I know of, instances.
7 what?
Let me see. No. Okay, 7 instances where it says that the Quran is detailed or clear. Like you accept that there's at least 1 instance where it says the Quran is clear or detailed.
Okay.
Right? You don't dispute that, right? If it's so clear and detailed, how can there be so many interpretations?
No, that's emotional. Again,
What do you mean it's irrelevant?
Let me tell
Saying
you.
something's irrelevant
Let me tell you.
doesn't-
Let me tell
you
you.
need to- you need
One
to
second,
give me a
one second,
good
one second. There's
representation.
interpretations. That's a mercy from God. You know how? In Islam, for example, there's different opinions, 4 opinions. For example, when we do 4 schools of thought, that's a mercy. Yeah, there's different opinions in
But
mercy.
even within those 4 schools of thought, yeah, people that
No.
follow them have their own
Brother,
disputes,
Hamza,
right?
Hamza,
You
Hamza,
agree
it's an
with that?
emotional statement. Let me tell you why. For example,
Everything's an emotional statement.
no, but it is, brother. You just said to me one of the
not
things.
emotional.
You said to me one of the problems that I had with leaving Islam, apparently, is that there's schools of thought, different
No,
opinions.
I said the Quran says it's detailed, and yet when we look today, everyone's arguing with each other.
Brother, that's
That
irrelevant.
seems like a contradiction
Brother,
to me.
one
That's
second.
not an emotional argument.
Brother,
Do you
one
understand
second,
that?
The way people are behaving doesn't
one
make a
second,
difference to the book,
One second,
man.
one second. That's what I'm saying. Look, how people behave is irrelevant. We have an opinion. When I do wudu, ablution, to pray, I can wipe over my socks. Is there an opinion that says you can't?
Yes.
Simple.
Only leather. There's an opinion.
Once again, there's an
That's what
opinion
I'm
that says
saying.
you have to have
There's
leather
a
sock.
difference of interpretation.
This is look.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
But I'm
nothing wrong
saying,
with that.
I'm saying if there's so many different interpretations,
How does that
then
make it not from
it's
good?
not clear, is it?
No, but Hamza. Do we? There's Muslims. All of us, we believe in Allah.
All
We believe
of
in His
them are
messenger.
correct. All of them
Once
you can
again,
do.
all of them, we believe
Yeah,
in
a lot of
Allah.
people disagree.
We all believe the Quran is from Allah. We all believe the Prophet Muhammad is the final messenger. Why don't you say, you know what? All the Muslims agree on this. Why don't you use that to?
No, I do say that. I say
Then
that.
why are you saying to me, I
I
left
say-
Islam
no.
because of difference of opinion?
Why did you leave Islam as a person?
Many reasons.
What's the main reason?
It's honestly hard to think. You understand it's hard for me to think right now. But okay, what I was saying, that's one of them. What I'm saying is, I feel like it's a contradiction. It seems to me it's a contradiction, right? Because if the Quran claims to be detailed and it claims to be thorough,
Okay.
and then like no one, like we have to keep referring to scholars, their commentary, Ibn Kathir, whatever he said, or this scholar, or is music
No, no.
haram? Let me go consult this scholar, this shaykh.
No, but
you see what I'm
brother,
saying?
look,
It seems like a contradiction.
No, actually, look, we go to the Quran.
That is a contradiction.
Brother, we go to the Quran, we go to the Sunnah, yeah, we go to the Salaf and Ijma, yeah? Why this happens is, let me tell you, people start to go to this scholar, that scholar, and this is why misguidance happens. You know why? Because people start, oh, I'm going to go to this scholar. We say, did the Salaf,
that's what
one
I'm
second, hear me out. Did the Salaf understand it like that? That's why people come and say to me, I read the Quran, and
Well,
When you come
Muslims
in,
do fight.
looking for
That's
Muslims to
exactly the
fight.
point I'm going to say right now.
No,
it's like
it's
if you look, no, Muslims do fight all the time, and they say even if you say right now,
Okay, they
like
do
you
fight.
say all schools are false.
Muslims aren't
Yeah,
perfect.
I
I
know
can
that.
go and kill people right now. Islam is
communist. But the communists didn't have like a god or book, and they said this book came from God, and they told us to do this.
Listen, Hamza, one
Like,
second.
That's what I'm saying.
One second.
That's what I'm saying about Bush
No,
in
you're
Iraq.
criticizing the behavior of Muslims. You have to understand something. Our worldview is this is a
what I'm
test.
saying-
One sec. Let me explain it. You asked the question. Let me explain. Our worldview is this is a test. Our worldview is this is a test. Now I have free will to choose what I want to do.
Okay.
Islam is perfect. Muslims are not. We all commit sins.
I understand.
Yeah?
Yes, I completely understand.
Yeah.
I used to believe that. Yeah.
No, that's
I completely
fine.
understand it.
So what don't
I'm
you
saying
understand?
is, I'm not saying because Sunnis and Shias disagree with each other.
Yeah.
I'm saying because the Quran makes claims that it's very detailed and thorough and explains things properly, right? It says this in the Quran.
No,
Where does it say
brother,
that?
brother,
I'm just saying it doesn't seem very
brother, Islam explains it.
Anyway, okay, let's move on because obviously there's a disagreement there.
No, Islam, the Quran is clear. Do we all believe the 5 pillars of Islam?
Yeah.
Does anyone dispute the 5 pillars of
Are
Islam?
the 5 pillars of Islam even in the
The
Quran?
Salah, the Zakat.
Isn't Salah in the Hadith?
No. Salah is in the
Hamza,
Quran.
Hamza, just look.
Before-
Listen.
anyway.
Hamza, look. You're not an atheist.
No,
You're
I'm not an
nothing.
atheist. I'm not nothing. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Look, Hamza, all you need to do is very simple. Go and study and learn your religion. Understand it.
But I don't need to understand the religion to first talk about believing in it, right? Do you get? I don't need to know about whether or not you need to pray 5, 10 times a day, right?
Hamza, forget praying. Right now, understand your religion. Understand
Anyway,
who your
okay.
Lord is. Understand that there's God, He exists. We've shown you evidences. You don't want to
haven't
accept.
shown me evidences.
We've shown you clear-cut
That's what you haven't understood.
Clear-cut
A deductive
evidences.
argument
Hamza,
is only
clear-cut
true
evidences.
You know
if the
what?
Clear-cut.
You know what?
Clear-cut,
No
Hamza.
disrespect, but you know what this is an example of. Too much of anything is bad for you.
Yes, exactly.
If I drink too much milk, I'm
Yes.
gonna die eventually.
Yes.
If I drink too much water, I'm
Yes,
gonna die.
yes.
If I eat too many carbs, I'm gonna kill myself. Too much logic in the same way is gonna kill you. Too much logic. Too much logic.
Exactly.
You're following your brain way
Yes.
too much. Yeah.
How old are you?
1 second. To the extent, 20 minutes ago, you're doubting whether you're even here.
Exactly.
That's
I
logic.
didn't say I doubt you because
Yes,
I'm
you did. You
here.
said there's a possibility.
This is the thing, you twist.
Did you say
twist
there's a
things.
possibility?
What I said was, I was saying like with the blue dragon, I don't believe in blue dragons. I don't believe they exist.
No.
What I'm
No,
saying
Why
is,
don't you believe they
I'm
exist?
saying,
There's a possibility.
I'm saying I can't say with certainty.
No.
I'm not in a position to say
Okay,
with certainty.
okay. So what we're saying is, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Is there a possibility you're 75?
Yeah.
There's no point. There's
No,
no point.
but this,
at
this,
I said to him,
that's not the,
he says
that's not
he's 17. I said, is there a possibility you're 75 years old? He goes, yes.
I'm 18. No, okay.
There's a possibility that he's 75.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he
So
said.
maybe according to a certain agent, a different agent system.
It's not about according to
Okay,
anyone.
okay, what's
it's
it?
about probability.
Okay, is there-
And it's about
According to the UK
Anyway,
aging system,
That's not got to do with anything anyway.
Is there a possibility that you...
I was born on the 6th of August 1996. Is there a chance I was born in 1998?
Yes.
How? Where's the logic?
What do you mean? Where's the logic? There's a chance.
Hamza, we've done our job.
I don't want to talk about.
Hamza, we've done our job. Please go and look at it. Please go and study it. Hamza, go and
That was a
look
bit
at
of a trap. That was a bit of a trap.
No, it's not a trap. Brother, imagine, you know what he's saying?
Okay, yeah, you could have just, okay, he said yes.
Look, let me tell you something. Yeah?
Okay,
Is there a
how old are you? How old
Is
are
there a
you?
possibility
Can I
I'm a red camel?
Listen, how old are you?
Is there a possibility I'm a red camel? One second,
This is
Hamza.
not logic.
Hamza, hear me out. Is there a possibility I'm a red camel?
You know you made
Okay.
a statement.
Yeah.
Too much of everything is bad.
Yes.
Would you, well, okay, so if you apply that same statement to you,
Yeah,
you
being
said that
too
much-
extreme in
wait, wait,
Islam,
wait.
yeah.
Too much of, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
bad.
means-
Of course.
Why do you
You're
think
not
he's an
supposed to.
extremist?
What does Allah tell us
Yeah,
in the
but then
Quran
when
in
you're-
Surah
How
Baqarah?
he doesn't
Allah.
actually claim that he
Yeah.
believes in any
Yeah.
one thing.
Right now I'm in like
said
that.
there's a
I'm trying to
possibility.
understand things,
He's
right?
trying to understand. So
Okay,
he's got
I'm not.
a
I'm not
whole-
rejecting.
No,
anything.
yeah, so we're discussing, no
That's the
problem.
thing.
No, no, I'm
And
not-
no
I'm
one,
trying to
no one
point
in the
out
world
something.
can say Islam.
You're
is
making
false.
the
That's what I'm saying.
statement.
Okay, I'm saying no one can say it's
Try and
completely
say
true.
that.
But no one
It's
can say
good.
it's
No, I say it's completely true.
Yeah, no.
I believe it's the
Well, it's
Quran.
gonna happen.
You
It's a
cannot
discussion.
do that.
I can. How can I not?
Can't do
Allah
that.
says in the Quran, if you think this is not from your Lord, bring a chapter like
I
it.
don't- listen.
One second, I'm telling you, Islam is the absolute truth. The Quran is from Allah. If you think it's not, bring a chapter like it.
You believe it's the truth,
Hamza,
right?
there's the challenge.
Listen,
Hamza, there's the
you
challenge.
believe it's true.
You don't know Arabic,
But you don't know.
Hamza,
We can ask you. Do you know with certainty
yeah.
that without a doubt God exists?
Yes.
Yes.
How can you say that?
Wallahi billahi I do.
How can you say that?
How
Because
could-
I look around me.
One
Allah
second,
ta'khilun,
one
Allah
second, one second, can I say something?
Come on, man. Even those are Muslims. They know
Hamza,
themselves.
Hamza, you're 17. Let me
what
tell you
belief is
something.
about.
Hamza, there's two things. You're 18. I want to give you an advice, yeah? You're still young. What's happened is you've gone overboard with your thinking, yeah? You have. The fact that you're telling me that a blue dragon can fly through my house
I
is a
didn't
possibility. Did you say there's a possibility?
Look, what I'm saying is, I don't say I know with certainty it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that
I'm saying
means
I wasn't there.
That
I don't
means
even know.
that means there's a possibility.
Let me explain
One
something.
second, Musa.
But that- how is that?
I just
That's
want
not
to
what we're talking about.
Did you say there is a possibility a blue dragon flew from my house?
Listen,
Hamza, is there a possibility?
Yeah, he did say that. He said it many times, man.
this is where we have a disagreement, right? You guys think you know Allah exists for a fact.
Yes, 100%.
But loads of Muslims themselves don't even be that.
No, who said that?
It doesn't matter. I don't care what other Muslims
No, but
think.
it does
What do I
matter
care?
because you cannot.
Hamza,
You cannot
speak for
do I
yourself.
care?
Hamza, speak for yourself.
You cannot truly know something like that.
No, bro, it doesn't make it.
Don't say.
You know,
Why do you-
look, you see this guy standing here. What do I care what he thinks? What do I care what you think? What do I care what he thinks? What do I care? If I believe Allah is there and if I believe in Him, it doesn't
that's
make a
true.
difference to
Okay,
me.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
accept,
that's fine.
I shouldn't talk about other people. But what I will say is that I was just kind of like bringing an example. Some Muslims do accept what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, okay, this is probably where we have a disagreement, but I'm saying you cannot with certainty know something,
Yes.
especially like God.
We can.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be debating it for
No.
like 2,000
You know, if you
years.
Hamza,
let me explain something
just
to
because
him.
what he's saying is,
You know, if
there's
you're gonna
certain-
live your life
one
like
second,
that,
he's saying if
yeah.
there's a certainty of God, people won't be debating. Do you know somebody, a disbeliever who covers the truth? He's covering. Seeing is blue, he's seeing is black. Brother, when there's people with corrupt hearts, they will always argue. The Quraysh, look at the Quraysh. The Prophet peace be upon him said, if I told you there is an army behind this mountain coming to kill you, would you believe me? They said, we know you to be the truthful. He said, I'm telling you, I'm the messenger of Allah. They go, we don't believe you. So how are you telling me people won't argue if they all knew God exists? If a person has a disease in his heart, brother, you're telling him it's black, he'll come and say to you it's white. He will come and say to you, your hair is white color.
You know from you, are you sure you're here? Are you sure you are here?
That's not relevant to the
No,
discussion.
trust me, I'm gonna explain how it
This
is.
like- the funny thing is,
I'll explain to you
that's
how it
actually
is.
a debate that.
I'll explain to you how it is. Are you sure you are here?
But you know what the thing is?
Can you be sure
You know-
about anything?
Whether or not we exist
Yeah.
is something that's debated all the time as well.
No, one second. Okay, look. Everyone can live their life how they want.
Look,
Let me
saying
ex-
this,
Look,
it doesn't win an argument.
Let me explain. We're not trying to win an argument. Let me explain something to you, yeah? If you believe that this logic that you're using is the correct logic to
It's not
use,
about correct logic. Man.
look, let me explain something, yeah? Yeah, Fred. If you believe that this is the correct logic to use, your life is going to be very problematic. You know why? You're going to get married. There's a chance she's cheating on me. There's a chance I'm wearing red
There
trainers.
is.
There's a
But it
chance
comes
of
to
this.
probability.
There's a chance of this. There's a chance. Let me just quickly do the maths of this. Yeah, the plate broke. Let me just quickly. You know what you're saying.
You're saying there isn't a chance
No,
of your
you know
wife
where the
cheating on you.
you know where the contradiction is. No, you know where the contradiction.
Okay, tell me why there
Let
isn't
me.
a chance of
You
your
know
wife
where the
cheating on you.
1 second. No, You know where the contradiction is? The contradiction is here because you yourself, I guarantee you don't use this own logic in your daily life. I guarantee you. You're using it with God. You don't use this in your daily life. You don't use this in your daily life. You don't use this in your daily life.
When you go
Are you
home-
telling me before you do anything, before you have a shower, you think, I might be clean, I don't need it.
Yes.
I might do this, I might this, I might that, I might not do this.
Yes.
Doubt.
You do that
What
with
does the
your daily life.
Quran
I never said
say?
anything.
What does the Quran say? What does the Quran say? You're in doubt. You're in
What
doubt.
I'm telling you, it's about probability. Right?
It's about doubt. You're in doubt. You're in doubt.
Because-
You're
so
in doubt.
The chance of something
Yeah.
very strange, like something you wouldn't expect to happen, the chance of it happening, okay, I'll say for me, you might disagree.
That's what you believe in more. Listen, even if we go with probabilities, in science, 1 to the 10 to the power of 70, anything above that is operationally impossible. If I flip this, what is the possibility it will land like this? Is there a chance?
50%.
1 second. No, like this. I'm not like this, like this, but I'm like this. No. Okay, bro, one question and this will answer you. And I'm going to use science and probability. If I flick this, what is the chance that it will land like this?
I don't flip it over.
Okay, is there a
the
chance?
point of the argument.
No, it is, brother. Is there a chance of it landing like this?
We're discussing. It's
Hamza,
good.
please answer.
We're getting somewhere. We're
So, I
discussing.
mean,
Hamza,
we're discussing. We're,
Hamza,
like,
I'm
on,
using
let's be honest,
probability.
we're not really getting it.
Hamza, I'm using probability.
You think something, I think
Hamza,
something else.
I'm using probability. I'm using probability. If I flip this 1
I
trillion
don't know,
times,
man.
is there a chance it can land like
It's
this?
not relevant. What we're saying is,
Hamza, is
does
there a
God-
chance it can land like this?
we're not talking
Hamza,
about the
please.
chance of a blue
Hamza,
dragon
please.
flying.
Hamza.
We're talking about the chance of God.
Hamza, I'm asking
I'll
a simple
admit,
question.
yeah, the chance of God existing is not the same as a blue dragon. I think it's higher.
No, Hamza, it's 100%.
I admit.
It's 100%. Hamza.
You're
I'm
comparing
asking
a
you.
blue
I think
dragon.
I'm
that's
asking a simple question. Why is this being avoided? If I flick this a trillion times,
It's being
would it ever-
avoided because it's irrelevant.
Would it
in
ever
your-
land like this, Hamza?
It's irrelevant because he knows that war never
Exactly.
No, it's
Would
not
it land like
irrelevant.
this? You know what it is? 10 to the power of 70. Operationally, it's impossible. So when these atheists come and say, "Oh, this can come by chance," it's impossible, brother. If this doesn't happen,
You realize it's funny here because you guys were talking about how I think about Muslims. they
Is
all
it
think this.
possible that you?
Listen.
Yeah, go
But
on,
you
go
guys
on.
were saying about how I say about Sunni Shias
Okay.
and you're saying no, don't try other people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're saying about these atheists or whatever.
No, I'm talking to
Hamza,
you.
Listen,
You.
the point is,
Hamza, may
you
Allah
live-
guide you. Hamza, wallahi, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide you. May Allah bless you. May Allah guide you. Wallahi. Okay,
Please, I don't want to end this discussion.
Okay,
Okay,
I need to go pray.
Okay, you go pray. You go pray. Come back. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It's okay. I'm having fun.
I mean, I personally don't
Yeah.
think we're getting anywhere because I think we're talking about something
There you
that's
go.
not
Who's
relevant. But it's not relevant to this.
No,
I want
you're
to
not-
talk about something else. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you know what you're saying. Let me just conclude it here. Yeah? Let's conclude this and we can go on to whatever you want to go on to. What I'm saying is this, yeah. The discussion, where you're taking the discussion is this. You're saying, do you believe that there's a chance of anything happening? Is that what you believe? What you've been saying? Is that what you actually believe?
Okay, what I'm going to say is whether or not that's true, I don't think it's relevant to here anyway.
I'm just asking you, is that what you believe?
What I'm going to say is,
Okay.
is that what
Yeah.
clearly where we disagree is you think God exists with 100% certainty.
Yeah.
You know for a fact he exists.
Yeah.
And I just say that's just ridiculous. I think that's insane. You cannot know that.
So there's an alternative.
That's subjective.
So there's an alternative.
No, that's your opinion. No, that's your opinion.
So what's
I
the
can
alternative?
say
I don't really think-
I can say
sure
that
it's my
it's
opinion,
crazy that you think certain things.
I don't
That
think-
doesn't get us anywhere.
I don't think anything.
Why don't you ask him what's the alternative?
No,
There is an alternative.
we've been speaking for long. What do you think the alternative is?
Obviously, there is an
It's not about
alternative.
alternative. It's
But
just-
something else has
I'm
to make
attacking-
it happen.
I'm just saying this right now.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. I don't say I know whether God or not exists. I don't even attack God myself. I don't say God doesn't exist when He doesn't.
Okay, so you're just unsure.
What I'm just against is right now I'm against Islam. I don't think it's true.
Why?
I don't say bad things about Islam.
So why?
I just say I don't.
Why are you
believe it.
against it?
Like, but not just Islam. You understand that, right? Just
Okay.
religions in general.
Okay.
But let's just move on to something else.
Okay,
I just want to ask you
What's
about.
the alternative then?
No,
If that's the case.
It's not about alternative.
let's
but
move
there has
on.
to be in it. There has to be something in it.
What was alternative to what? A religious life or lifestyle?
I'm saying not any specific. I'm saying here.
No, let's
Do you
move
understand
on.
that
We've been
whether or
talking
not
for.
God exists, it's not going to get nowhere.
We've been talking about this. Let's move on to a different topic that you want to talk about.
Okay. I was going to say, okay, I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
like, do you believe that the Quran has scientific miracles?
I believe science is always changing.
There's a
One
lot
sec.
of.
I believe science is always changing. 200 years ago, scientists didn't know about the fingerprint and how every single fingerprint is different. Yeah, the Quran prophesized it. The Quran, it was in the Quran 1400 years ago. If I went with science 200 years ago, it wouldn't have made sense to me. The Quran, I would have thought, oh my God, the Quran is wrong. So I don't follow science. I'm not a man of science. I follow the Quran.
Okay,
So
so the whole.
I believe the Quran
scientific-
has miracles
the
in it
scientific miracle
pertaining
narrative.
to science, pertaining to this natural world. I believe it does have miracles to it.
Okay, so the scientific miracle narrative, or the way some people preach and they say the science in this, there's no way they could have known it. You don't go with that like kind of approach.
Not necessarily, no, I don't.
Did you ever used to go with that approach?
Yeah, I did. It's
So what changed
problematic.
your mind?
It's problematic because science is always changing.
Okay, why? Well, it's not really about science always changing.
It is. Observations are always happening.
No, but it's more like.
So my faith in Islam is not based on an observation. It's not based on something as shallow as a scientist saying, you know what, there's different
really shallow.
fingerprints. No, I mean, look, I'm
you don't
explaining-
dispute that a lot of Muslims have converted just because they were like, there's no way that this science could have
Fair
been in the
enough.
Quran. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's to
And
them.
where I say, and then I'm guessing you know about the whole Hamza sources like thing. And,
Yeah.
Like, so what's your opinion on that? Like,
About what? About Hamza's sources?
about
what?
the whole embryology being in the Quran wrong. I want, like, because I genuinely want to know, like, what's the current opinion?
I'll be honest, I don't know too much about the whole embryology thing. You have to talk to Hamza about that. I haven't gone into embryology like that, so...
What I will say is that video, I understand, like, one of the people was your dad, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, like, in that, like, has your dad actually spoken to you about the encounter? And, like,
About...
because I genuinely want to know, like, what you guys have, the conclusion. Because in that encounter, right, him and Hamza Sources went to the Atheist convention.
Yeah.
Went to talk to.
Which was years ago, yeah.
Went to talk to, what's his name?
Richard Dawkins.
Oh yeah, Richard Dawkins. But then at the end they had an encounter with PC Miles.